sport fans. You're welcome to your favorite sport channel, the Premier Sport Fan Center. You're welcome to this edition of the Watch Along show of the game between Egypt and Paraguay. It's the third quarter final of the ongoing Paris 2024 football competition. Paris Olympics right here, right now. And my name is Afolayan Adeyemi Joseph. I'll be your host for today. And we've witnessed two fixtures earlier, really. Morocco defeated United States of America, and Spain also defeated Japan, the male football competition of the Paris Olympics. It's an under 23 competition for the males, but for the females, it's the national team. But though the male have a window of adding 3 overage players into their own setup. So it's Egypt and Paraguay that is on the menu this evening, and it's the 9th minute already. Egypt nil, Paraguay nil. Egypt donning their usual red and white attire, while the Paraguayans are donning their white and sky blue with a little shade of red. The jersey looks so nice, and just stay with us, don't go nowhere, because we are here to feed it to you as it's happening live on that stadium right there. Look at that, all the challenge from that Egyptian player right there. But hey, the referee says it's going to be a free kick to Paraguay at this point in time. And Ciso is going to be taking this one. And Ciso, that shining light for Brighton and Hove Albion in England, is an attacking midfielder, and he will be bending this one into the box. Can he bend it into the net? Yes, he takes it into the box. Oh, headed out by that Egyptian player. The follow-up header, the ball is still in contention. A proper clearance right there from that Paraguay, and it's going to be a throw-in to Egypt at this point in time. So it's looking like, hey, it's going to be a long night of football for the Egyptians and the Paraguayans right there. So it's game on in that encounter already, 10 minutes, and we are here yet to witness a goal yet. We just hope that, because goals is the name of the game, let's just hope that we get those goals as soon as possible. Egypt is playing from right to left, while the Paraguayans are playing from left to right there. So it's going to be an interesting game. Let's see if another African will get into the semi-final. Oh, that cross into the box eluded that top man player for Paraguay right there. But hey, it's still early days in the match. But I don't think Paraguay should be losing chances like this, because sometimes whatever you lose like this, you might not gain them back in time. So Egypt started with Hamza Allah in goal, Ahmed Eid, Omar Fayed, Osam Abdelmagid, and Ahmed Nabil Koka, all the defenders for the Egyptians right there. And there's a free kick for the Egyptians in the middle. The referee said there was an infringement on that midfielder, and Mohamed Sabar, Mohamed El Neni, Mohamed Shiata, all the midfielders right there. Leaving in front, Zizo, Ibrahim Adel, Osama Faisal, with Egypt playing a 4-3-3 formation right there. So Paraguay started with a 4-4-2 formation with Gatito Fernandez in goal, Alan Nunes, Fabian Balbuena, Ronaldo de Jesus Lopez, and Leonardo Rivas, the defenders for Paraguay this evening right there. And the Paraguay on the attack will win this free kick conceded by El Neni, an experienced player that was just out of contract with Arsenal Football Club. But you know, conceding this kind of foul, you expect something better from the Egyptian right there. So Alexis Cantero in the middle, Wilder Vieira in the middle, Marcos Gomez in the middle, and Julio Enciso playing on the right hand side of the midfield right there. It looks interesting how coaches choose to deploy some players under the former coach of Brighton right there that just joined Olympic Marseille. Enciso was deployed mostly in the middle, but look at it right there. It's deployed at the right hand side of the midfield right there. Leaving forward Diego Gomez and Marcelo Perez right there for the Paraguayans. So the free kick from Enciso eluded everybody and went straight for a goal kick to Egypt at this point in time. So Egypt will attack right now with the ball, trying to settle, and that's a long pass forward for that Egyptian Zizo to chase. But hey, there was a Paraguayan player right there to do the proper clearing. But hey, Egypt are back in possession, set the pass forward down the right. Can they do something from this? And they turned back. Oh my goodness. He couldn't go forward. There were too many bodies in front of him. So he had to set it back right there to that center back. I beg your pardon. Osam right there. Who sent it forward for Ibrahim. And across into the box by El Neni. But hey, went out for a goal kick to Paraguay right there. So Paraguay has a goal kick at the 15th minute of this encounter. So goal kick to Paraguay right now. 15 minutes. What will it be that will win the gold in this men's football of the 2024 Paris Olympics? Who will take that medal of Brazil, the current holders from the last Olympic Games? The goalkeeper takes it forward straight for a throw-in to Egypt at this point in time. So he takes it far, sends it forward to no man's land. One back by that Paraguayan player who keeps it down and sends it forward straight. But hey, the Egyptians held it out, and it's going to be a throw-in to Paraguay as it stands. So towards the left-hand side of the defense for Paraguay, trying to turn defense into attack, because the Egyptians have been trying so hard to penetrate through that right-hand side of their own attack, which invariably will be the left-hand side of the attack for the Paraguayans, who send this long one forward for Enciso to chase. But hey, headed down by the Egyptian. Enciso will control this one. Oh, intercepted quickly. That was swift marking. The awareness from that Egyptian was on point right there, and Egypt will attack with this one. Pushing that one forward, set it up for that one from the Egyptian attacker right there, crossing to the box. Oh, was cleared by that defender. But hey, the flag already went up for an offside against Zizo, that Egyptian attacker right there. So the offside chap caught him. You can see the Egyptian fans celebrating, dancing. Who won't be glad when you're having fun in a fun-filled city like Paris? Wow. It's a good combination. Olympics, the prestigious Olympics that we know to be filled with fun, competition, and the sportsmanship behavior, because it's about sport, it's about oneness, it's about unity right there in the Paris Olympics. So when you have a city like the Paris, there's only one Paris in this world, and you have one Olympics in this world. When they come together as Paris 2024, you can just but guess how much it will be so fun-filled, and people will enjoy every bit of it right there. So Paraguay wins possession back, and now trying to take the game back to the Egyptians, and the long pass forward for that guy to chase down the right. Still with the ball, the number 7 Oh, number 2 for Paraguay right there. Couldn't keep it in play. Alan Nunes right there. Lost it to the Egyptians, and the Egyptians will lose it again. Back to Esiso, who set it up into the middle. And they set it down the left. And it's Paraguay trying to attack with the ball right now. Let's see, can they penetrate through this setup? This stubborn Egyptian setup. But hey, that was a frustrating pass from that Paraguayan right there. And it's going to be a throw-in to Egypt at this point in time. You can see the celebration. The Paraguayans are celebrating. The Egyptians are celebrating also. Well, today one of those fans won't be celebrating at the end of the game. We don't know who it is right here, but only time will tell. Yeah, only time will tell. You can take it to the bank that tonight one team in between the Egyptians and the Paraguayan must go home, while the other will progress, either by hook or by crook right there. Oh my goodness, it's a throw into Egypt right there. The game is beginning to lit up. But we have El Neni down, the Egyptian captain. It looks like he's injured right there. We just hope that it's not so difficult that he won't be able to continue right there. So the medics are currently attending to him. I think that's more of a thigh issue. Will he be able to continue? I doubt it though. But to me, it's going to be very, very hard, because whenever you have a thigh injury like that, it hardly goes easily. It hardly goes easily. You can see applying some pressure on the leg. Maybe it will respond to stimulus right there. So, then currently down, receiving treatment right there, right now. So it's game on in that encounter. It's still Egypt nil, Paraguay nil as it stands. So Nani is still down. Nani is still down. Nani is still down. So Nani currently stretching right there. It looks like maybe he can manage to continue the game. He's currently walking but still leaping and trying to manage. Will he be able to manage? It looks like he's still in pain. But game on. Football waits for no one. The game has to go on. And throwing to Egypt at this point in time. Oh my goodness. Send it forward. Another long ball into the box for the Egyptians. The Paraguayan is chasing. But that Egyptian goalkeeper will come out and pick this one. Hamza Allah right there, doing his duties for the Egyptians right there. And El Nani is back on the field, but still leaping, kind of called into action almost immediately, but couldn't get to that one. Is the captain for tonight. We just hope he will lead by example on the field of play, and it's the Egyptians attacking right here. And the final pass right there was blocked by that Paraguayan as it stands. So Egypt back with the ball right there, send it to his teammate in the middle, and he will try to look for his teammate to send it to straight to Zizo. And it's still Egypt in possession of the ball right there. Attacking down the right is what Egypt is doing right now. So it's game on in that encounter, 27th minute of this one. And the Egyptians are looking more lively. Like, hey, they've come here. They ain't going down. They want to represent the Africans. The Africans, we want them to. Morocco are doing a good job qualifying for the semi-finals. Will Egypt follow suit? Oh, it's not going to be easy, because any team that could qualify for the quarterfinals is no mean feat in the Olympic Games. So the Egyptians are currently attacking right there will look for time and space to penetrate through this stubborn Paraguay setup defensively, defending in their numbers. And is a game that it can go either way at this point in time. Egyptian dominating positions. The long pass was headed out by Enciso, intercepting that pass that could lead to danger or a dangerous attack against the Paraguay. Right there, it's still the Egyptians trying to find time and space to attack through the setup and running into space, and he shoots. Oh my goodness, the shot didn't go on target, but that was a practically weak shot. But at least it was worth a try. The goalkeeper just looked at that and didn't want to touch it. Just left it because he saw that he has covered his lines. And since he has covered his lines, then it's game on in that encounter. So goal kick to Paraguay at this point in time. 24th minute of action already. It's still 0-0 in that quarter final. Right there. So it's Enciso that the camera is on right now. That young man, the Brighton and Hove Albion player right there. Woo! Is a shining light. Was a shining light for Brighton. This just concluded the season right there. So it's game on in that encounter. Egypt attacking down the left. Sabar will send it back to Osam. Osam finds his teammates down the right. And they're trying to see if they will find time and space to do the needful in this quarterfinal. It's a knockout football game. So I think everything matters in this one right there. So Nani with the ball looks good. It looks like he's feeling better already. And if you missed it earlier, Morocco defeated US of A 4-0. Wow, that's practically a whitewash as far as I'm concerned right there. Rahimi, 29th-minute goal, penalty via penalty right there, gave Morocco the lead. And Akomash got the second on the 63rd minute. Ashraf Hakimi of PSG got the third, 70th minute. And Mahoub got another penalty, converted it, and made it 4 for the Moroccans right there. So Morocco are in the semi-finals of the 2024 Paris Olympics Games, the football, male football competition right there. Also, Spain are also in that, and we'll come back to that Spain conversation right there. Spain has been a country that is showing signs of promise and delivering the goodies already, because they are practically dominating the world of football, both male and female right there. And a cross into the box was cleared off that Paraguayan player, and it's going to be a goal kick to Morocco at this point in time. So 26th minute of action right there. It's Egypt 0, Paraguay 0 right there. So game on in that encounter. It promises to be a hot one tonight. On in that encounter. The Paraguayans have the ball right now. And hey, can they do the needful? Can they do the expected? Can they qualify for the semi-finals of that Paris Olympics? No, the Africans will be behind the Egyptians, and the Americans will be behind Paraguay right there. So because one American team, United States of America, has been ousted already by Morocco. So they want to support their fellow continent, and there's still France, then Argentina. There's still France, Argentina coming up. France, is the host. Paris is in France, and the French team looks like they are one team to reckon with in this competition right there. So free kick to Paraguay at this point in time. So free kick, 29th minute of action. Can Paraguay convert this one? Can they convert this one? Can they convert this one? About 28 meters out. Yeah, about 28 meters, and he bends a straight shot. Oh my goodness, straight at the goalkeeper. Grabs that one like a back pass. Ooh, that was good positioning from the goalkeeper, but I think that free kick taker could have done better. Could have done better a little bit from that attempt right there. So it's still game on in that encounter. 0-0 it is. Status quo still remain in this one. You can join the conversation on our live chat. Let us see you. Talk to us. Communicate with us. Let us rub minds together as we have fun tonight while enjoying every piece that this game has for us today. So, starting from the beginning, UP Movie says Egypt will win 1 while Paraguay nil. So saying Egypt will win 1-0 right there. And Solomon Joseph says go, 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 hope of Africa. Yeah, but they are not the only hope. Morocco has just earlier today defeated United States of America 4-0. Mario Lugbodi said Egypt might lose to Paraguay in this match by 2-0. And Abide Mialuko says good evening, Premier Sport Fan Center. I predict Egypt 3, Paraguay 0. Abide Mialuko from Abuja right there. Right there. You can see what is going on in that stadium. Look at that good chance. And that goalkeeper saved that one. Saved it right there. And it's going to be a corner kick to Egypt. That was a golden chance missed by that Egyptian player right there. The goalkeeper looks like he needs some medical attention right there. And I think the Egyptian number 9 is also down. I think fatigue is beginning to set in for these guys. He's down. Needs some treatment right there. Look at that pass. You control it. Oh, straight to the face of the goalkeeper. The number 7 Sahar right there. Oh no, to the chest, not to the face. It went straight to the chest of the goalkeeper right there. So the goalkeeper is up. And let's see if the Egyptian number 9 is also up to get to do the needful right there. So Cooling break it is. You can see the coaches giving instructions to their players right there. And this game is being played at the Stade Velodrome. You know, a lot of people remember that stadium as Olympic de Marseille home ground. 67,000 capacity right there. And the referee is from Sweden. And will it do justice to this match the way he ought to? We just hope so. We hope so. Really, really hope so. And corner kick to Brazil at this point in time. Zizo would want to take this one. Can it be converted? Zizo standing next to the corner kick right there. You can see the referee telling, trying to communicate to some of those players, takes it into the box, and hey, defended well by Paraguay right there. And that number 18 will try to dribble but lose possession in the dangerous area. Oh my goodness, went around the player and this Brazilian close to the, the Egyptians close to the box. Hey, that was in-time clearance by that Paraguayan player right there. And the Egyptians will kiss their head and say, oh, we need to be lucky in this encounter to get this goal, because hey, they've just missed one chance, another follow suit, they couldn't convert, and they really need to do something about these chances that they have been missing right there. So 34th minute of that encounter, the Egyptians nil, the Paraguayans nil. No goal yet. No goal yet in this encounter. And while there is a first battle and that Olympic de Marseille home ground, yes, Valedron, right there. My co-corporate walked in. Adeyemi Segun.
Well, good evening, your mate. Another day to watch or talk about a great football match at the what's it called, Olympics 2024. Right now, we're in the quarterfinal stage of the male football category. Also, the female football category is also in the quarterfinals. We have a lot of interesting teams. Egypt are one of the powerful nations when it comes to African football, but they've not been able to bring that imprint when it comes to the world on the world stage. But getting them to the quarterfinal at this stage, I think, is one impressive things for the Egyptians. And I think another African country, I'm really impressive with one standard whereby,
yeah, but it's still under 23. So
when you look at under 23, you know, it's very close to the senior team, because most of these players are actually plays for the senior team also. And you look at the overage players in this team, Mohamed Lenny coming into this team with a lot of experience. There's Mohamed Sabah, there's Zizo in this team. These are guys who gave good account of themselves at the AFCON. So they actually stand a very good chance of qualifying also. I think they actually top the group that has Spain in the group stage. So that is one thing they can actually, you know, build on into this, coming into this game against Paraguay. I've seen them since I walked into the studio. I saw them lost some glaring chances,
chances
into the back of the net. But they need to be careful, because this is a South American team. They are skillful. They know how to make good use of the ball very well. And when you are not putting the ball into the net, you just put yourself in a tight angle against teams like this.
Yeah, you put yourself in a tight angle. And talking about tight angles, and you know that they had a window for 3 overage players. Why didn't they bring Mohamed Salah?
Well, it has to be the club, because I think Mohamed Salah at a point was interested in going to the the Olympics, the national team.
Yeah.
But just the same way Chelsea don't release Modric, Enzo and the likes. You know, the EPL will be starting very soon. That is August 18. And by the time the Olympics is finishing, you don't know where your team is going to get to.
August 11.
If the Olympics is finishing August 11, you'll still be needing about 3 weeks or 2 weeks break for the player before they join up with the national team. So I think with the club, sorry, and you know how important Salah can be for Liverpool. I'm very sure they will really want to have their talisman available for the start of the season. It's going to be another impressive season. Remember what happened between John Obi Mikel and Antonio Conte when Mikel went to the Brazil Olympics. That's one of the reasons why he had to leave Chelsea. He lost his position when he came back from the Olympics. So these are the kind of effects that happens when you go to the Olympics.
When the coach
is actually playing at the Olympics for for Argentina, but he's not the first striker
choice.
for Manchester City. So those are the kind of players that might go to the Olympics. Clubs are not really, they really find it hard leaving their marquee player to go for the Olympics.
Yeah, so you heard it right there. Shagun said it. It's really, really difficult to leave your talisman for a competition like this. You can see those fans enjoying every beat of it. A free kick to Egypt at this point in time. 40th minute already. And so far so good.
Like Egypt are preparing. They'll be interested in preparing a substitution. I don't really know if that's going. Okay, it's not a substitution.
It's just a cover.
A player who was out injured coming back to the pitch. It's actually a filled capacity stadium. You know, we had a lot of fans coming out here to view this account.
To support that.
And that is what you get when you play, interesting football. Although France is not really far from this. What's it called? From North African nations. So probably that is why it's more easier for them to get into the French side. But
they just jumped that.
I don't know where they jumped it. But it's really been an interesting game, no doubt. 40th minute of that encounter between Egypt and Paraguay. Still 0-0 in that encounter. And it's Paraguay who are breaking out from the back. Finds Alan Nunes on the ball there. Nunes cuts into the midfield where he finds Julio Enciso, who returns it back into the hands of Fabian. Fabian with the ball finds Ronaldo. Ronaldo, not the Ronaldo plays for Portugal or Al Nassr, but this one plays for Paraguay. Returns back into the hands of the goalkeeper Gotito Fernandez. Fernandez takes a long one and sends it into the wing where he finds Alexia Contrao. Contrao easily caught out there. It's out for a throw into Paraguay, if I'm not mistaken, there, and that is saying the defender there not having any of that with the Paraguayan winger there.
Yeah, it's just understandable. You know, I went in on him right there, and he almost got injured. Thank God he's still back on his feet. So take that free kick quickly, send it back to the goalkeeper. Finds his teammate Omar Fayed right there, the number 5 for today. And Zizo had to drop deep to get that pass, and it's still Egypt trying to see if slowing down the tempo of the game can actually, because it's been a game they've been rushing.
That's the best way you play against the South American teams, because when you are rushing out against the South American, they are very good when it comes to tactical approach to a game of football. They'll eat you on the counter and make you pay for those lapses you are leaving in your game of football. So I think the best thing Egypt can do is just go hold on to the ball and build the momentum and wait for that moment. Just hope they're going to take that moment. That is what really matters, because you see the kind of chances they missed. I came into the studio, I saw Mahmoud Sabah lost the one-on-one,
a golden
chance which he played into the hands of Gatito Fernandez. That is the Paraguayan goalkeeper. That should be going to the back of the net any day for a striker. So let's just hope they can just create another chance and get the first goal in this game. But they've looked like the better side since I walked into the studio.
And one thing about all this is when you keep losing your chances, it might come back to hurt you.
You can talk. We can go on and talk about the Super Falcons of Nigeria. Lost glaring chances.
I like to call them Falcons.
In the first game, in the first game against Brazil, they lost clear-cut chances. In the second game against Spain, those are winnable games. So even the game against Japan, the first half, I think it has to be that fear factor or that anxiety,
pressure that they need to win
against a team like Japan. That was why they had to flop it in the first half and lost 3.
My goodness! Look at that rocket of a shot. Enciso right there.
I think there's one thing. There's one thing about Encisos and shots. You remember the Enciso who plays for Brighton. That guy too is another fantastic player who can eat it from outside.
That's what he did right there.
That is exactly what he did here. Wow.
Look at it. And it was gotten from Libertad by Brighton right there. Look at him shining on all aspects right there. So, you can keep the conversation on our live chat. Let's hear from you. Benedict Boniface is rooting for Egypt right there. What are you rooting for?
It's the same as this year.
It's the same. That's what I'm saying.
Julio Enciso.
Yeah, Julio Enciso. It's the same.
So that's why I just remember whenever it comes to taking shots, it has to be Enciso.
That's true. And it's so good on both feet with shooting. And you have
to ask us, okay, Amiron is not from Paraguay. Amiron is from Uruguay.
I think, I think we'll confirm right there. So, 44th minute of action already, and it's still new. It looks more like yeah, Paraguay.
Yeah, I think I would have expected Miguel Almiron to make it
Yeah, to
into this
join.
tournament.
Yeah.
That's
So
another fantastic player they can actually depend on. And you love but it was the Egyptians who are knocking on the door there. Here's a chance for Paraguay to go 1-on-1 against the defender there with this great chance for a first goal. Tries to tee up his teammate. He should be passing that. Yes, pass that. But the goalkeeper of Egypt there, Hamza, was called to order. And that is Marcelo Perez, who couldn't put that into the back of the net. A good shot from him there, but Hamza has every answer to his calling there.
yeah, Hamza had a strong right hand on that one, and they send it straight for a corner kick to Paraguay. If he had slipped there, the ball would be going into the back of the net.
Definitely going to the back of the net. And here's a corner kick to Paraguay in the second minute of additional time, additional minutes in first half. Let's see if Paraguay will put this into the back of the net. Or will this first half be in a 0-0? Only time will tell.
Yeah.
Yes, Paraguay waiting to take this and straight on his get into the box there. Hamza almost flopped that. Yeah, he actually flopped that.
He flopped it.
At the time, is the defender there who clears the lines. It's still the Paraguayans who are still threatening. And there's a mistake there. Yes, Egypt coming all out against Paraguay. And he has 3 Paraguayans on him there. And oh, that was actually a good one, but he lost possession at the end of the day. Yes, still Paraguay coming all out right now. What will they make out of this? Is the second minute. We're approaching the 3rd minute of additional time in first half. Still Paraguay in possession of the ball. Comes inward into midfield. What will they make out of this? A long shot. But that was easily blocked by the walls. They're set by the Egyptians, and it's Egypt who are passing the Paraguayans. But they won't allow that.
And that was a good chance for
that. Was a good chance for a
link up play, drop a
pass.
Why did he want to dribble?
But he chose to go for go solo himself.
And the Paraguay gives it straight to the Egyptian, who will attack in the middle with the ball, trying to see if they can set a pass through this stubborn Paraguayan defense right there. Sorry, and the Egyptians still back in possession. Well, keep this in play. The players raising their hand, expecting that the flag will go, and the follow pass. Oh, no, too much weight on that one.
Too much weight. Or talking about Osama Faisal looks to be a bit slow to me.
He didn't want to go into the offside there.
Look at Hamza here. No. A professional goalkeeper shouldn't be doing this.
That was a silly mistake.
Almost costing his team a goal.
If it was an opponent that was there, that was good. That's a gift. Yeah.
Team there. You can see Mohamed El Neni trying to bring his experience into play for the Egyptians. He has been.
But if you talk about experience of El Neni, you get experience mostly when you play football.
Yeah, when he plays for national team, I think he's one of the starters.
How many games in the whole season? The whole season though. So still game on the program. Back in possession. Send that long one forward, but hey, that Brazilian Ahmed Eid will recover that one. Egyptian. I don't know why I keep calling Brazilians. Sorry, the Egyptian will recover this one. Heads it down, and the Egyptians will attack Sahar down the right there. We send it straight to the left hand side, and Ibrahim Albel couldn't keep it in place. Still lost possession to the Paraguayans, who will attack down the left right there via Alexis Cantero. Oh, dribbles that one back. Hey, you had to give him one. You don't do that to me.
Seen yesterday there, and that is Osama Faisal there.
Yeah.
Went into the tackles and took one for his team there. You can see the reaction on the face of the Egyptian manager there, talking about Rogero Mikale, who is probably expecting his team should be ahead on this account. But still 0-0 as we approach or go straight into the last minute of additional time in first half. And Egypt has a defensive work to do there, straight into the box, but this time around Hamza actually handles that very well. He's not spilling that, and he sends a long one straight into the hands of his teammate. Finds Ahmad Eid there, and Ahmad Eid comes forward for Egypt there. Still holds onto the ball, finds himself in the Paraguayan territory there, returns the pass back to Omar there, and still Egypt in possession. What would they make out of it? And then he returns pass straight to Omar, and still Egypt clear holding on to possession. It looks like that will be the last moments in this first half. 0-0 it ends at halftime in the game between Paraguay and Egypt.
So halftime in that stadium, Vicente Calderon Stadium, in the home ground for Marseille, Olympique de Marseille, in France right there, that Ligue 1 side. That is one of those sides to reckon with in the league. Who has a new manager now? They call his name Roberto De Zerbi right there. So 0-0 at halftime. Egypt nil, Paraguay nil. You can see Nani walking. He had this tie knock in the first half. I was even doubting if he will continue.
Yeah, he has been able to play to the end of first half, and I think they'll be needing him on the pitch for the start of the second half. Probably if Egypt can get a goal going straight into the 70th minute of this encounter, then they might think of replacing him. But above all, I think it has been a fair performance from the Egyptians in this encounter.
Yeah.
When we go to the match overview, we can see Egypt having 56% of the ball, while Paraguay has just 44% of the ball. One big chance missed by the Egyptians, and that was the chance being missed by Soba in the first half, which should be going to the back of the net. Total shots, it has been 3 for the Egyptians, 9 for the Paraguayans, and I think that is where Egypt needs to be careful, because you look at those shots, and since you can get one of those shots and hit it straight into the back of the net. So coming straight into the second half, I think the Egyptians needs to come all out and be determined against this team. If you want to get a goal, come all out against the Paraguayans, attack against them. They are not looking like a solid team. This is not you playing against the likes of Spain in this competition, playing against
but
France.
Spain won today, 3 goals to
no, I think that I'm trying to say, this is not you playing against the likes of Spain, whereby you'll be scared of attacking against them. Paraguay and Egypt are almost on par when you put them on the
but Egypt this first half had the fair share of ball possession, 59%.
Is it 59 or 56?
59%.
Okay.
What was shown on the screen right there.
59-41%.
Yes.
To the two teams. Yeah, it has been Egypt dominating, no doubt. But they just have to turn dominance into a goal. That is what really matters in the game of football.
Yeah, so it's what matters in the game of football. You need to turn your possession into goal right there. The fans are enjoying this piece offering that football is offering us today right there. Looking at the Olympics so far, extended view, your best team so far at the Olympics. Yeah, Milton.
I think Milton will have to go straight for Morocco. Have been so impressed with the Moroccans at the Olympics. Fluid football, and it has to be with their talisman. Abdel too. We saw him at the Nations Cup. When he made his debut for Barcelona some seasons ago, we were here in the studio and saw that young man. That this guy is a talented player and has brought it straight into the Morocco national team at the Olympics. Also, getting 4-0 over the United States of America on that 23 team is actually a big statement. It's a big statement from the Moroccans that they are not pushovers at this competition, and they look like a team that might be going straight to the final. Because when you look at the remaining team in the competition, probably the host nation and Spain might just be a bit stumbling block for the Moroccans. But when you look at the pace at which they play their game, I was opportune to see that game against Argentina, and the way they played, the way they marshal that game shows that yes, this is a well-drilled team. And coming into this competition, they've not let anybody down. They've been raising the flags of Africa at this Olympics, and it can just be an upgrade from what they got to the semi-final of the World Cup, couldn't get a medal at the World Cup, and now at the Olympics they are into the semi-final, and they'll be looking to up that a bit, try and get a medal. Any color of medal is actually good for Morocco, but they look like a team that is good to win the gold medal.
But at least now that they're in the semi-final, they are very close to any medal position right there. So Morocco won that one 4-0 right there. So to Shogun, Morocco is the looks to be one of those teams that can be the favorite.
Hakimi is here also.
Yes,
you're not telling me. You're telling me this should just be the favorite there. You're looking at Hakimi in this team. Wow, you have Zakaria El Adi. Wow, fantastic player. Kizima in the midfield, and you still have Abdul Samad, Zazuli. We're talking about the Barcelona player who was out on loan. And you have Sofani Rahimi up front. These are experienced players all in this Morocco team. No wonder they actually ran riots over this United States of America team. No disrespect to the United States of America, but they ran riots against them.
But looking at the just concluded Copa America, and you look at the performance of the US, come and they will be hosting the competition next FIFA, hosting the FIFA World Cup Don't you think they have a lot of work to do
Well,
on their hands
they have a
improving
lot,
their
they have a
team?
lot of work to do because when you look at male football, I don't know why the progress they make in the female team is not in direct proportional
Proportion, yeah.
with the male team. Because when you look at the female team, they are actually one of the strongest team when it comes to football. At what stage, even at the Olympics, you look at the manager they got for the female team, Emma Ace. It shows that the investment they are investing in the female team, they know the capacity of that female team. But it's not the same thing on the male team. You look at the last time we had a big name player for probably United States of America has to be when Donovan was still playing for them. That was a player
Yeah.
that actually took it above standard. When these days you have Christian Pulisic who hardly stay fit himself, and you look at what's it called the son of the former Liberian president Tom Ware. Those are players who actually Timothy West, sorry, those are players who actually play for the United States of America. And you look at the female team, the setup, you look at the number of talent in that female team is not the same with the male team. So I think firstly they need to get themselves a very good manager and probably leave all this Hollywood lifestyle to get players. So that is it. It looks like they are more interested in content creating now than having a typical football. Because when you look at their league, it's a franchise league, not the regular teams league we have in Europe or around
they
the
don't
world.
relegate.
Teams relegate. Yes, the franchise league they are more interested in how the money circulates. That is what the MLS is more all about. And so that is one to me. And when you look around the world, except if you remove Christian Pulisic, which other name are we going to talk about when we talk about the United States of America? They've not been able to produce talent, not the same way they produce talent for basketball. You look at NBA, a lot of talent. You look at the United States of America team at this Olympics, both men and female at the basketballs, lot of talent involved. You look at them on the track. Shakari Richardson, we saw her today, just swept herself straight into the semi-finals, and she's one of the favorites to win the 100-meter and 200-meter race. And our very own Nigerian girl Rosemary, though the time was not impressive, 11.21, but she sneaked straight into the semi-final. But I think when you look at the time during today's 100-meter preliminary, you just have to believe that the semi-finals, if you're not running sub 10, there's no way you're going straight into the final. This what's it called? It's one that has a Shakari. About 5 out of that 8 were running personal best, and some of those, like 2 of those personal bests, were not good enough to get to the semi-final. So I think Rosemary needs to just up her game going to that semi-final, because the tough one should be running against Shakari, and also I'll be running against Shelly Fraser-Price in the semi-final. These are big names that can actually send you back to your country if you're not getting those sub 10s.
I wouldn't want to but the viewers going into a Nigerian Olympic team, because the book of lamentation should not be
we'll surely get to medal. I think our medal fools have not really started their own.
Yeah,
that is wrestling. Because we know where to channel our anger.
Yeah.
So you still have time in that game between Egypt and Paraguay. It's still 0-0 in that account. If you're just joining us, you're welcome to Premier Sport Fan Center commentary on the sorry, I don't know why Euro is coming. Euro is coming to my home mats. Brazil is coming to your home mats. Okay. The Olympics 2024, that's Paris 2024. Still to come tonight is the big one, the big clash between France and Argentina. Thank God Enzo Fernandez is not at this Olympics, because I can't really say what he'll be facing tonight when they are, and it promises to be another interesting match. Also, wow, look at that free kick. Okay, that was United States of America against Guinea.
What is that?
But let's see this game, Egypt against Paraguay. Talking about the second half, which will be starting in some minutes. What do you think the Egyptians should be doing in the second half to get 1 or 2 goals against this Paraguay team?
The Egyptians, they've been dominating they dominated the first half. But what they failed to do is that cutting edge, that understanding in the final third. They build up from the back to the middle, but just to get past that brick of players set up to protect that defense is the issue that they are having. And if they can do something about it, I think they can fasten their chances today.
Okay, they have to do something about that. Talking about the Egyptians at halftime, it's still 0-0, and the Egyptian manager, talking about let me see his name again. Talking about Ruggero Mikale will be opening his boys will be coming in the second half and get good results and join their North African brothers Morocco in the semi-final of the Olympics. It's really going to be a good one and a impressive one for Africa to have two teams in the semi-final of this Olympics.
Yeah, it will really be a top one. It's and it will make it very close to the fact that Africa can easily win the gold medal. Yeah, Africa.
Yeah, not Africa. Yeah, Africa,
yeah, it's still Africa.
The last time, only 2 African nations have been able to win football competition at the Olympics. Talking about the dream team, the under-23 Nigeria in 1996, where against all odds, defeated the likes of Argentina and Brazil on their way to winning the gold medal at that Olympics. Cameroon, with Samuel Eto'o, a young Samuel Eto'o, also did it in the year 2000 at the Sydney Olympics, where they won football event. That was just immediately after Nigeria won the 1996 one, and they won the 2001. And here we are, 24 years later. Let's say either of Morocco or Egypt will be making Africa proud again on the world stage. And what a way for them to announce themselves, as we know that the next World Cup is just around the corner. 2026 is the next World Cup. Should one of African nations win this Olympics, yes, they'll be showcasing and they'll be, showing the world that, yes, Africa has really arrived and they can. Or 2026 might just be the first time we'll be having an African nation win the football, the FIFA World Cup. Anything can happen in a game of football, so you don't want to write Africa out of those that's order. Looking at the second half, which will be starting any moment from now, we'll be looking straight at Paraguay. Who their best player on the pitch today has really been Julio Enciso. He has been everywhere.
He has the name, and the attention is on him, and he's still doing the necessary, still doing the job for that team. And Paraguay, Paraguay is not really the Paraguay we used to know. So
yeah, I was thinking of that when coming into the studio, because I remember Paraguay as early as 2002 when they had Chivalet as the goalkeeper, a fantastic goalkeeper any day.
Funny one,
a funny one, yeah, even a free kick taker. Those were the glory days of Paraguay. Let's see if they'll be going back to those days of football. Not a team that wins tournaments, but they can always be a spoiler against any team.
It's just a testament to the fact that no champion forever. No champion forever. You just have to make do with what you have per time. And but one team that has failed to go down the ladder, both male and female football, has to be Spain. Spain has really found a way to keep recruiting players and stuck with that football structure. And it has been bringing them the goodies for them.
Yeah, when we thought tiki-taka was a boring football, De La Fonte came in with another style of tiki-taka of his own, play it around the midfield and drop it straight into the hands of those unrushing wingers, Nico Williams and the likes of Lamine Yamal. And these players are interesting wingers who can hold on to the ball and disturb it for the next 90 minutes of a game of football. So we've seen another interesting side to tiki-taka. And when you look at the Spanish national team also, they've had their own bad days of building. Early 2002 when they had the likes of Gonzalo, Carlos Puyol, Raul, and the likes of Guti in the midfield, Casillas, Morentes, fantastic players, but they couldn't win any football competition until 2008 when they won the first of their two back-to-back Euro and the World Cup in 2010. I think that was the golden generation of the Spanish.
Now they've won 3 Euros in 20 years. Don't you think many of these teams should be looking at them for to at least understudy them to do something
I think the problem with understudying Spain is that if you're playing just the same pattern of football with the Spanish national team, they'll find it hard to defeat you because it's their pattern. It reminds me of what Arteta was trying to do with Arsenal when he first joined Arsenal, trying to play the tiki-taka flow that Pep Guardiola was playing with Manchester City. And each time Pep Guardiola faced Arteta during that time, he's always taking him to the cleansers. But look at last season, he found a way that I don't really need to attack against Manchester City. If I can sit deep against this Manchester City and hold on to the ball, make good use of my chance, just big clinical in front of goal against Lord, we can get a victory. So I saw Germany against Spain at the Euros. That is the best way you play against the Spanish side. You don't give them any room. You just have to suffer for 90 minutes, run for every ball, challenge for every ball, because that is what they also do. They make sure that they keep to the ball. They are reducing their opponents to maybe 9 or 10 minutes of holding the ball throughout the whole 90 minutes.
Yeah.
So that is so that Spain.
You know, it's a very, very deep way to understand.
You just have to suffer to play against Spain.
Yeah, you have to suffer to play against them. There's no way you won't do it. But when you look at those Germans, they actually caged the Spaniards.
Yeah, they caged them.
If not for that
the
good
last
finish,
Marino header. Marino header
Yeah.
in the last minute of that game. That was the turning point in that encounter. Even against England, the game was looking like a game that the players would have set to their mind that yes, we're going straight into extra time, and
just
all of a sudden a cross out of the blue moon and straight into the way of what's it called, the striker Oyarzabal who got that goal, and that is the way Spain has been built to play. So that is why I said it's really hard for teams to play against this Spanish side. You don't want to play against them with their same what's it called? I guess them with their same formation. It's really going to be hell for anything playing against them.
Yeah, it's going to be a difficult game playing against Spain. So they are also the under-23 are in the semi-final of this Paris Olympics. Olympics fun, Paris fun. That combination, Shegun.
And we have their female team also in the semi-final, the quarterfinals of the Olympics. So that is the senior team. They are the world champion, they are the European champion, they are the European under-23 champion, and they'll still go on to win this one too, no doubt.
Yeah, let's see if they will win this one right there. So, players resumed second half. It is in that game between Egypt and Paraguay right there at this point in time. So the Paraguayans are now playing from right to left while the Egyptians are playing from left to right. Shegun, your expectations for this second half?
I'm expecting a beautiful game of football in the second half, but my money is on the Egyptians to win this. They had a better first half. Let's just see if they can build momentum on that momentum. Here's a chance for Egypt to get one early in the second half. That should be a cross, and that should just be the goal. Oh, that was missed. How on earth did that not go into the back of the net?
That was a very good chance, my goodness.
And Ibrahim Adel just needed a touch on that, but couldn't get a touch on that. Good work there from Zizou to send Adel on the way there. That was actually a good cross from Siso there, and you expect Ibrahim Adel should be putting that into the back. He should be putting that. There was a wicked deflection on that, and I think the Paraguayans will be taking Fabian Babuena there for that important touch on that, because that was destined for the feet of Ibrahim Adel there in what will have been the first goal at the start of the second half, and what will have been a way for the Egyptians to start the second half. It's still 0-0 in that encounter at the start of the second half, and looking at the way the Egyptians have attacked against this Paraguay team, it looks like they are not here to play in the second half. They want to come all out against the Paraguayans, just like I expected from them in the first half. You have to go all out against them. Make good use of your chance. You don't sit deep against the South Americans. They will make you suffer for it. Yeah,
they will make you suffer for it. If you sit back too much, so tactically sound, technically too. And when you see, I think the coach must have told them some things in the locker room. Because they came out all gone blazing, hungry, and wanting to take it. They are not even playing that cautious, so-called football. And it's Paraguay attacking down the left. Cantero will find Enciso. Enciso still with the ball right now. He tries to with the skill right there, but he had to send it back. But the referee says it will be a free kick against Enciso. Look at Enciso's reaction right there.
Another fantastic player. That injury has not really let us, see the best of him with Brighton. But saw some flashes of brilliance from Enciso whenever he plays for Brighton. It's really great seeing him at the Olympics. Yeah, that's what we'll be taking. We'll be going up with this Paraguay side, who has a free kick already in the 49th minute of this encounter. The game is actually lighting up. Both teams are going head-to-head against each other. And we can see Julio Enciso going straight into the box. Hamza, the goalkeeper for the Egyptians, waiting for that free kick from the Paraguayans in the second. Paraguay will be trying to send this into the box. It's a free kick of way off from 40 meter out of that box, and there are top players in that box. Gomez, the captain, also in the box there. That was easily cleared there by the Egyptians, but straight back into the hands of Fabian, and Fabian holds onto the ball, finds a teammate there, finds Alan, who can get onto that ball, and that will go out for a throw into the Egyptians in the 50th minute of this encounter.
Yeah, 50th minute. It is throwing to Egypt at the left hand side of the defense for Egypt right there at this point in time. So, start the velodrome at the home ground of Olympique de Marseille is where this fixture is taking place right now, and the Paraguayans are back with the ball. He sends it back to his teammate right there, and Paraguay sent it straight to the left hand side. Caledron with the ball. He returns it back to Rivas. Rivas sends it forward for Enciso. Enciso couldn't get to it, but hey, Diego wins it back, and it's still Paraguay in possession, and we try to find a way to set a defense splitting pass through this stubborn Egyptian defense right there. They send it back to sender. It looks more like we are going to witness another first half performance we saw in this game.
Yeah, so let's say it's not really about the performance. My own is they should just put the ball into the back of the net. That's what really matters in this account. And since he has been everywhere for Paraguay, controlling the midfield and getting over.
And funny enough, he started on the right hand side of the middle. And now he's in the
I think the manager has really given him a free role in this account. I'm talking about Carlos Jara, the manager of the Paraguayan national team. He has really given Enciso a free role, moving a role that he can move around any part or any side of the midfield and attack, which I think is the best way to play against this Egyptians. Because when you look at the numbers attacking or defending against Enciso in this encounter, you have about 2 to 3 Egyptians, cycling him, and whenever he's with the ball, it shows how much they know that he's the real danger man for this Paraguay national team. And yes, Paraguay coming all out against the Egyptians, finds Enciso, who cut in there, looks to drop a decent ball into the box there, but Marcelo Perez couldn't get onto that. It's still Paraguay who are taking past him. Good on there for Paraguay. They have a corner kick in this encounter. This is the first corner kick in the second half. Let's see if the South Americans will get on the first gear of this, and we can see Fabiano Barbuena also in the box there, one of the top players on the pitch. He'll be hoping to make good use of his height and his area prowess in this one. He crossed into the box there, and that is the corner kick. Still Paraguay in possession. The referee didn't flag that off for infringement, but the Egyptians will break out on the counter. Drop this into the middle. This should be the chance for Egypt. What will they make out of this? Still Egypt coming out to attack against Paraguay. Beats his man, but lost possession there. And consciousness is what's actually
not just about consciousness. He saw the run from that Egyptian, set the pass to him, and just he can go and do the needful, and the Egyptians are still attacking down the left. Oh, the pass was easily read and intercepted by that Paraguayan player right there. So Paraguay is still back with the ball, running down the middle right there. Can they turn this? Can they convert this one and make it mouth-watering for them? But hey, Egypt wins back possession, and it's still game on in that encounter. El Nani with the ball right there for Egypt, the captain of the day for Egypt under 23 national team right there. So it's still Egypt new, Paraguay new as it stands right there. And I think after this game, it's going to be straight to penalties.
Is it straight?
Is this? I think it will be straight to penalties.
We'll be checking that for confirmation. I just hope it's going to be straight to penalties. Okay, straight back into that encounter. It's still 0-0 between Egypt and that's a long shot, but that's when we're threatening the goalkeeper there. Gatito, who took that one took it very well, and that was a shot from the Egyptian captain there, Mohamed El Neni. That's going to be threatening the goalkeeper. A great shot there from the Arsenal player, but sails off wide, and not going to threaten Fernandez, the goalkeeper in that situation. It's going to be goal kick to Paraguay in the 56th minute of this encounter. Time is fast ticking. Both team needs to get a goal because we are about 4 minutes away from 1 hour mark of this encounter. Yes, Fernandez will be taking that goal kick for Egypt in this situation. The players are waiting for the blood ball to be sent into a no man's land. We're still waiting for the goal kick to be taken. We can see the faces of the manager there, Ruggero Mikale for Egypt, and Carlos Jara for Paraguay. Yeah, it's Fernandez who takes a long one. Is he going to get to his Paraguay one possession? Lost possession, and it was Omar Faid who clears line for the Egyptians. But Paraguay back in possession. The ball has been played on air. Not really allowed them to land in this encounter.
Yeah, not really allowed to land. It's been a fair start. The two teams going for every balls, fighting for every loose balls right there, and it's been a clash of the Titans. The two teams have stood up to.
Was really matched each other, pace for pace, attack for attack, and defense for attack, defense. In this encounter, they've really matched each other. It has been 50-50 challenge in this encounter. If this game is not ending 1-0, it looks like a game that might just begin straight to the penalties.
Yeah, it looks like a game that, hey, if there's no goal, it will go down to the wire right there, and that's penalty shootout.
Straight penalty, no extra time.
I'm not sure yet. Okay. I'm still checking that for clarity's sake. But any which way, either an extra time or a penalty, one team must go home today, and the other must. And there's a good shot. Oh, Zizo tried the attempt, but the Paraguayan goalkeeper caught that one. It looked more like a back.
Score is level at the age of 90 at the end of 90 minutes in a knockout match at the Olympics. The teams will play 2 minutes period of extra time and straight to penalties. So we have extra time. Should those two teams play it out as a draw in regulation time, but there's still time to go in this encounter. Let's just hope any of these two teams will be able to put the ball in the back of the net. Though we've seen limited chances created by the attackers in this encounter, but it's a game of football into Constantinople. Yes, Egypt coming all out, but easily caught out there by the Paraguayans. And Sisio on the ball comes in deep into the midfield, holds onto the ball, releases the final teammate there. It's the Paraguay coming all out, but they also lost possession to the Egyptians, and the referee is going to spot on the infringement there, and it's going to be a free kick against Paraguay. And it's the number 8 there, talking about the Paraguayans, captain Perez, if I'm not mistaken, who actually went straight into that tackle.
Yeah, Perez went straight into that tackle. Gomez,
sorry,
went in that tackle, and he has been so far the best performer for the Paraguayans.
Strikers actually be troubling the Egyptians in this encounter. Let's just hope they'll be coming straight to get a goal, because they've looked even far better when it comes to attacking presence in the box than the Egyptians in this one.
Yeah, so the Paraguayans are attacking down the left via Marcelo Perez. Oh, but he couldn't keep that one in play. Osam gets it and finds Elneny. Elneny links up with Sabah, and Sabah sent it straight to Ibrahim Adel, who cut back into the middle and returns it to Sabah and straight to Elneny. And it's the the Egyptians, sorry, this Brazil, God help us. It's the Egyptians who lost possession, and the Paraguayan will attack right there. And then Siso, without every touch, couldn't keep up and lost possession right there. The referee says it's going to be a free kick to Paraguay as it stands.
Yeah, it's going to be a free kick to Paraguay, sorry, and it's the number 18, Marcelo Perez, who was brought down
Brazil, Portugal.
Back on his feet there, talking about the Paraguay striker. It's going to be a free kick in the middle of the park there, and it's the number 14, Fabian Buena, who will be standing on that free kick for Paraguay. It's the 68th minutes of this encounter. 1 hour football already in this encounter between Paraguay and Egypt. There's still no goal in this encounter. Both teams are still sizing each other up, looking to get on the first goal at the Marcel Stadium. And we're also waiting for the first goal in this encounter, which is going to send the fans into wide jubilation and celebration right there in Paris. Both teams are fighting and struggling it out for a spot in the semi-finals of the Paris 2024 Olympics. And yes, Paraguay is starting play back and finds out Ronaldo de Jesus Lopez, who sends a long one out of his line there. He's not ready to take any risk there. Yeah. He's going to go out for a goal kick to Egypt in this game.
Yeah, goal kick to Egypt at the 61st minute of that encounter. Hamza taking the ball to the front of his goal post to take that goal kick. And, well, it's a very very keenly contested tie.
Mm-hmm.
Shagun, do you see any team winning this one in 90
It's
minutes?
not looking like it's going to take a lock. It's going to take a lock, big lock for any of these two teams to get a go in this encounter because that's really been a tight affair between them. They've been cagey, but it looks like a game that an early go in this game is really going to lighten up or soften how much they are paying awareness to defending against each other. So if a goal is coming out in the early stages of the second half, probably before the 75th minute, then yes, we might be having a winner in the second half with maybe a 2 or 3 goals differences, or have a total number of 2 or 3 goals in the second half. But if we're not getting a goal going straight into the 75th minute, probably we should start preparing for extra time.
Well, will we be preparing for extra time? As Shagun has said, only time will tell. Fabian sends that long pass forward, and Julian and Macau Gomez will get it back, returns it back to Ronaldo, not the Ronaldo of Portugal or Brazil, but this one is of Paraguay, who send it forward, and still Paraguay in possession of the ball, still sent it back to his teammate. And one thing you will notice is how the Paraguayans has actually limited the Egyptians from getting close to their box.
They've not been able to get to their box, and that has to be from the fantastic work Fabian Buenda, Ronaldo, the Jesus Lopez has done defensively for the Paraguayans. They've been strong defensively, and they've been working towards getting every attack from the Egyptians. Every of the tackles has actually been top notch for them in this encounter.
So top notch for them in this encounter it is. And the Paraguay will cross the ball into the box was deflected for a corner kick by that number 12 Ahmed Nabil for Egypt. Deflected it off, and it's going to be a corner kick to Paraguay as it stands. And Diego Gomez, the captain of Paraguay, will take this one. Can he convert this one from this set piece situation? Can see Enciso on the field.
He's not in the box. He's waiting for it. She's waiting for it.
Yeah.
Brown and probably get a shot. That's it. Big wins there from the Egyptian, from the Paraguayans. All that needed was just a touch and into the back, and that is another cross. But this one threatening Hamza Allah, the goalkeeper there. Look at this. This was a clear one for Paraguay. They should be scoring this for Christ's sake. After first being missed there by the number 3 Ronaldo missed that first, and the Egyptians will be happy on that didn't go into the back of the net. Still Egypt who are coming all out against Paraguay right now, still trying to create a good chance of their own at this encounter. And goes back to the fence there for it finds Hamza as Osem Abdul Magid, who sends a long one into the Paraguay's half, but that one threatening the Paraguayans. And yes, Egypt still in possession. A long one tries to tee up his teammate Fabian. Cuts that shot, and still Paraguay in possession right now, coming all out there, and Sissy on the ball there, returns it straight into midfield where he finds Marco Gomez there, and yes, still Paraguay coming all out, and Sissy couldn't get a firm hold of that. Egypt breaking out, tries to tee up Neni, but lost possession, back into the hands of Fabian. Fabian lost possession, but this very chance for Egypt to get their goal, but Neni couldn't get his head on that. There's a chance for Egypt. Oh, what a big save there from Fernandez. What a big save. Osama Faisal with a chance. Well, he should be teeing up his teammate there.
Yeah, but you have to look at the prospect of an
look
offside.
at that. He should tee up his teammate. To me, he should tee up his teammate. Look at that one. Just drop it on the run for your teammate there. You can see what it means to Ibrahim Adel there, who was showing his frustration at Osama Faisal for taking that shot. But that was a fantastic big hand save there from Giteto Fernandez, the Paraguay's goalkeeper. And
yeah, you can see Zizou.
Yeah.
Really complaining that you should have set the pass right there. I thought it was in an offside position.
No, it wasn't in an offside
on the replay. I saw that.
He should be passing that. You can see what he missed.
You can say yes, yeah.
He should be passing that. It's looking like the players actually want to go for glory themselves.
Yeah, they want to go. And if you see that in a team, most likely they don't go far.
They don't go far.
Go far. You have to play as a unit. The better player. Look at that first goal for Japan. On Wednesday, the guy could shoot, the lady could shoot, but set it to her teammate in a better position, and she got it into an
It's going to be a corner kick. Zizou takes that into the box there. There was no Egyptian to get out of that, and Paraguay will be looking to break out on the counter and sends it straight. It's a chance for Enciso to break out against his man. He was brought down there by Omar Faid, who had to take one for his team, and we're having the first yellow card in this game. Is Ahmed Nabikoka who made that tackle on Enciso.
Yeah, Ahmed
Yeah, he just had to take one for his team there.
Yeah, he has to take one for the team, the left back, because he knows that if he goes past him, there will be enough time and space. So he had to take one for the team. So Nabil Ahmed Koka Nabil is now on a yellow card.
Yeah, we have that's the first yellow card in the second half.
Yeah, first yellow card. I think the second half.
In the game itself.
Yeah, I think
in the game. No, in the game itself, that is the first yellow card.
Yeah, so Enciso up and running, finds his teammate at the heart of the defense, and it's the Paraguayans who are now willing to respond to that pressure that Brazil subscribed them to in these early embers of the second half right there. So Enciso will return it back to his teammate at the defense, Leonardo, who will set it up straight for Alan Nunes. Alan Nunes with the ball returns it back to Fabian, and it's game on in that encounter. Still 0-0. Any team can still win it, either Egypt or Paraguay.
Yeah,
who will your money be on that?
It's actually on Egyptians to get a win in this one. Any which way they'll get that win, because when you look at it and do all of those games, they've had the better chance of getting a goal. Though you can argue that they've been wasteful in this encounter, but it still look like the team who will finally be getting the opener in this encounter. But let's see how it goes and see can still happen in the game of football. Yes, Egypt lost possession in the midfield, and Paraguay will turn defense into attack. A chance for Paraguay to eat out against the Egyptians, and they go straight into the hands of its teammate there. He has a chance, but lost possessions back into the hands of the Egyptians, who will be looking to clear their lines. But still, Egypt are Nenny in a dangerous position. But the referee came to his aid there, and it's going to be a free kick to Egypt.
So free kick to Egypt at that point in time. Look at that replay.
That was actually wasteful for Nenny. We went straight into the tackle, and the referee didn't give anything.
No, you have to look at the intention. There's a part of the law that has to do with referee's discretion right there. It's been a long game today. Really, really long. The two matching themselves man for man right there. So that's a good pass into the box. Oh, I think it's still the same guy.
Yeah, Fasasi.
I don't know why he's not being calm. That kind of, you can take a touch into the box and
he has a good movement as a striker. But
yeah,
the finishing reminds me of Nicholas Jackson.
Not the Michael Jackson though.
Egypt back in possession, returns it straight into the hands of Omar Fayyad. Fayyad sends it straight into midfield and finds its teammate there, the captain. No, not the captain there. And still Koka, who got a yellow card in this encounter, sends it straight into midfield where he finds the captain this time around, and then he finds his teammates up front there. It's Egypt coming all out, trying to dictate the tempo and pace of this encounter against the Paraguayans, who are defending their numbers. Have about 7 players behind the ball this time around. The long pass trying to pick up the number 4 for Egypt, Ahmed there, but couldn't hold on to the ball and is out for a throw into Paraguay. It's the 69th minute of this encounter.
Yeah, 69 minutes of this encounter. Throwing to Paraguay as it stands right here, right now. Hey, it's game on in that encounter. Still, Egypt 0, Paraguay 0 as it stands. So, that Egyptian defender sends it back to Hamza. Hamza, who has been called to action sometimes. And I think the goalkeeper is having a fair performance today. Not that bad. And it's Egypt attacking down the right. And that attack took a deflection off the defender. And it's going to be a goal kick to I think to Paraguay. At this point.
You can see Paraguay preparing their first substitution at this encounter. And it's the number 20. I'm talking about Egel Cardozo Lucena. Will be coming into the thick of action at the 70th minute for 20 minutes action. Let's see what Cardozo will be bringing into this encounter for the Paraguayans. Will he be the one to get them that goals that send them straight into the semi-final. All the time we tell 20 minutes for him, 20 minutes or more for him to show what he has to offer in this encounter.
Yeah, 20 minutes for him to show what he has to offer in this encounter. Well, will fireworks turn up in this game particularly? And that's a good chance for Paraguay. And
the first goal! We have the first goal!
Gomez!
Diego Gomez, the captain, has just broken the deadlock. A captain, a man for that moment. And got us the first goal in that game. And that is how the deadlock has been broken. And I think that pass from Enciso is actually the goal. Look at that pass. A well-weighted pass from Enciso there on the part of Gomez. He didn't even have to check where Gomez was. He knows the running. And still that same man there, Alsem Abdul Magid, who was checked there. He needs to defend very well there. Oh, that does not say Hamza could do about that shot there from the captain, Diego Gomez. That is a typical striker goal.
Yeah, that is a typical striker goal, and you just have to give it to him. Look at that bending.
Yeah,
he sent the goalkeeper the wrong way, and that's the way to do it. Lead by example as the captain, and that's what he has done. All they need to do is just to defend 20 minutes or more.
Yeah, it took us 71 minutes to get the first goal in this encounter. And you can see what it means to the Paraguayans. It looks like that man who came in the second half, Lucena, actually came in with lot of good lucks for them.
Yeah, lot of good lucks and good vibes too. And they are leading this one goal to nil. You can see the coach dishing out instructions to them, and you know, this is the time that you see coaches speaking good English because they are leading.
There's the 73rd minute of this encounter. Egypt has about 17 more minutes to get or give a response or a reply to the Paraguayans who has broken the deadlock in this encounter. Let's see how big are the Egyptians will be coming in for the remaining 17 minutes of this encounter. Egypt back in possession after conceding that goal. Is Omar fired on the ball there, and Fayad still holding on to the ball, finds a Neni in the midfield, and Neni tees up his teammate Zizou on the ball there, and Zizou holds onto the ball, tries to tee up his teammate in the box there, but trusts that big man there, Fabian Bokena, to do a very good work blocking that, and straight out is going to be a goal kick to Paraguay.
Yeah, goal kick to Paraguay, 73rd minute already. And the referee...
That is his last warning.
Yeah, keep warning him for time wasting. And if there's one thing you don't want to do, you don't want to get a suspension ahead of the semi-final. So whatever he's doing, he has to do it and do it very, very fast. So goal kick to Paraguay at this point in time. Paraguay leading 1 goal to nil. Takes a long one forward, and Cicero to chase, headed out by that Egyptian. The follow-up shot deflected.
Should be passing that now. How about? And you know that at this point you have to look at the chances the Egyptians have missed in this game.
Yeah.
That they didn't take. It's looking like it's going to come back to haunt them in this encounter, but there's still time to go in this encounter. Let's see if the Egyptians will be coming back in this one. They need a big response against this and Silence and Paraguayans, who are having a corner kick in this moment. And we can see the tall man there, Fabian Barbuena, coming straight into the box. They look threatening from that situation. The Egyptians is Barbuena Fabian, who had the last touch on that, and running back to his defense line to defend against the Egyptians, and is fired on the ball there. Fayad coming forward for the Egyptians, returns it straight into the hands of Osam, who's spotting the jersey number 5, and Osam on the ball there. What will he make out of this? Holds onto it, returns it straight to Omar. And Omar Fayad with the ball comes inward into midfield and tees up Ahmed Eid with the ball there. Eid tries to tee up Zizou. There's a chance for the Egyptians. Easily cut out for a throw into Egypt in this one. It's the 75th minute of action. 15 more minutes to go in this one.
15 more minutes to go. It is. The Egyptian player was dispossessed right there off the ball. And Perez will attack with this one again. Running into the box. And side a pass. But hey. The player he sent it to couldn't keep up with the pace and meet up with that one. So the Egyptians are back with the ball, a long ball forward. Still the Egyptians are at the edge of the box. And we send a pass to his teammate, drops it.
Don't take that shot.
Oh, please. He didn't take it. And a shot! Oh!
And that's called the goalkeeper Getato to action there. What a shot, what a teasing shot from Mahmoud Sabah. to call the goalkeeper Gitato into action there. Good save there from Gateto Fernandez, the Paraguayan goalkeeper. He had to just, go in big for that one.
Yeah, he had to go all in. He had to do the needful. And there's a cooling break right now.
One.
Really necessary.
We join ourselves in the studio for the last 15 minutes of this encounter between Paraguay and Egypt. It's Paraguay who are leading 1-0 in this one, and this is an injury scare. I'm very sure both Brighton and Paraguay will be praying not to just be an injury in this one. And Cecil Julio is currently on the floor there, receiving treatment from the medical department of the Paraguay national team. Look at that goal from the striker and captain Diego Gomez.
Yeah, that goal. Look at it again. Look at how he bends it there.
His body, the way he puts that weight on that shot. Time is run and gets a big power on that shot. There was nothing Hamza could do in that moment. And you can see what it means to Osam Abdul Mogad, the defender there. And that is the only goal which actually differentiates, or that is the difference between the Egyptians and the Paraguayans at the 75th minute of this encounter. 15 more minutes to go in the regulation time, and 15 more minutes for Egyptians to get a big response in this one. The fans are in the stadium cheering their team up all the way from Egypt to France to cheer them up and get every needed motivation in this encounter.
Yeah, needed motivation.
Like it is. Might not be able to continue.
Yeah,
that's the biggest problem with this talent. Injuries.
He's crying already.
Yeah, he's crying.
Oh, he's crying already. Oh, we just hope that he can get better at this point in time. So
at the time he actually grew into this game, he has been the best performer from the middle of the pack for the Paraguayans, and he was a provider for the only goal in the second time. You can see that pass he dropped for the onrushing Diego Gomez. It shows how big of a player he is to the national team and how much they'll miss him should he go out injured out of this competition. And so probably that is why he's crying. Let's just hope he'll be fit to come straight into the semi-final should Paraguay get this victory over Egypt in this one.
So Ezechiel Zoma says Egypt needs to win. Yeah, we know they need to win, but can they win is another topic for another day right there. So nobody will give you the winning on the platter of gold. You have to fight for it. Fight for every balls, and you have to take every of your chances. And one thing now that they will now rule more is those chances they lost.
They actually had great chances to get the ball into the back of the net. But
they are going to enjoy every bit of this game, even if their team is going out of the competition. So free kick to Paraguay. Look at Enciso crying. Really crying.
Looks like that was an out for him. Looking like a nail injury, because we can see ice packs being put on his nail there. We just hope he'll be fit to continue in this competition. It'll be a big miss to Brighton. Well, I'm very sure we'll be
that's just having a new coach
on him right now. Yes, they have a new coach. Talking about the young 34 years old manager.
Yeah,
they'll be having for the start of EPL. EPL starts very soon, and trust us, the Premier Sport Fan Center, to be in the studio to take give
next
you
Friday
action.
to be precise.
That is when the 2024-25 season. Will it be Chelsea's time to win the EPL, or will it be another near miss for Arsenal, or will it be Manchester City?
Yeah, you said something first. I was talking to one of the guys in the studio that you better prepare for another season, because I know she's a Chelsea faithful right there. That you prepare, or else it will be a lamentation season again. Well, let's just see if there will be an improvement right there. So the Paraguayans are with the ball right there, trying as much as possible not to lose much of that possession. Yellow card to the Egyptian. You see the Paraguayan on the ground rolling. That was a stamp to his leg.
About the Paraguayan there, that is the left back Leonardo Rivas was brought down there, and he's in big pain there. Let's just hope he'll be able to continue. He's back on his feet, and Ciso has gone into the books of the referee. The second yellow card in this game. The first was to Ahmed and Koka. And this time around, it's Siso who got the second yellow card. We are in the 83rd minute of this encounter. There's 7 more minutes to go in regulation time. 7 big minutes for the Egyptians to get to stage a comeback in this one against the Paraguayans. Can it happen? Can it happen? Can the Africans get a goal to send Africa into white jubilation all the way from Lagos to South Africa to Egypt to Morocco to Algeria? Let's see if Africa will be going to white jubilation for the second time today.
Yeah, let's see if the Africans will take the bull by the horn and do the needful right there. So takes that throwing fast, gets a return pass from his teammates Zizou, but it's still the Egyptians that are still in possession of the ball right now. So find that central back Osam, who will send it straight to Sabar, and down the left is Ahmed, who returns it back, and it's Abel, and he shoots. Oh, deflected off, and
it was deflected. That
was a wayward shot. Oh my God. That's a bad penalty,
that wasn't deflected.
Yeah, like if you are waiting for the translation. The manager, what's this? What was that? And I think is that same guy that lost that opportunity.
That is not Faisal.
Yeah. Oh, okay. It's Ibrahim up there.
Yeah, it's Paraguay will start play from it, throwing there. But the Egyptians are back in possession in this encounter. Paraguay retaining possession and looks to eat Egypt on the counter. There might just be a chance for the captain there, Gomez, to run, drip into the box there. Still beat his man, holds on to the ball there. But have a man on him to check, make him there. Still Paraguay in possession, then still a long ball. And will tries to take up a long shot there, but easily deflected and lost possession. Is Egypt coming all out now, looking for that goal as we approach the 84th minute of this encounter. And Nene with a long teasing ball tries to tee up Zizou. And Zizou on the ball there, holds onto it, goes straight ahead of his man. There is him and Rivers, and tries to tee up Abdel, but lost possession. There was nobody, or that wasn't destined for anybody. It's out for a throwing as the number 10 for the Egyptians, Ibrahim Adel, couldn't get onto that.
Yeah, Mustafa is on now for Osama Fasil.
I think that substitution is actually coming at the wrong time. Faisal should have been withdrawn from like the 60th minute in this game.
Yeah. And he's throwing to Paraguay at this point in time. 85th minute of action, takes it and sends it into the Egyptian half. And one thing you see about this Paraguay, they just want to run down the clock right there. Who would blame them? It's the quarterfinal.
They labored for the goal.
Yeah, they labored for the goal. Yeah.
And it has been a game that has actually
a goal out of nothing.
A matched game. But yeah, that is why you have a clinic. That's why you must have a clinical striker in games like this. Have one chance and put it into the back of the net. Faisal had a lot of chances for the Egyptians.
Yeah, it was maybe he was anxious. I don't know. He really messed up. Especially that chance he could have dropped down for Zizou. Even Zizou was complaining. Now Gilberto Flores is now on a yellow card. Right there, so
the cars are flying in the nine numbers of this game.
Yeah, cars really flying in, and the goalkeeper is dressing the ball too long for this goalkeeper. We just hope you to one day.
Gatito Fernandez, the Paraguay fans are in white jubilation at the stadium there. You see them with their beautiful faces and beautiful numbers there. Long cross into the box, and Paraguay also looking for that security goal against the Egyptians should it come against the run of play. 3 substitution from the Egyptians in this one, and it was Sheata was the first to be withdrawn for Ahmed Atef, and the second was Ahmed Sabel, who was withdrawn for Mustafa Said, and also Fesasi withdrawn for Bilal Masal in this encounter. Let's see if the 3 players can stage the comeback for the Egyptians in this one. It is the 87th minute of this. 3 more minutes to go in regulation time. Paraguay on their way, on the brink of marching straight into the semi-finals of the Paris 2024 Olympics.
Yeah, on the brink it is right there. And they have a good chance. Egypt will cross into the box. But that cross was blocked off for a corner kick by that Uruguayan captain, the goal scorer, Diogo Gomez right there. So, free kick, corner kick to Egypt at this point in time. 87th minute approaching the 88th minute. takes it into the box, headed out, and cleared not so properly by the Paraguay. Still Egypt in possession, cross into the box, headed out once again, and still game on in that encounter. And Zizo will cross into the box again.
That should be it!
And it's a goal!
And that is the equalizer for the Egyptians. Is Ibrahim Eldal with the late equalizer for the Egyptians in this one. It's looking like we'll be setting ourselves straight for 31 minutes of action in this one. You see what it means to the Egyptians. Ibrahim Eldal with an equalizer for Egypt.
Yeah, Ibrahim Eldal was at the right place at the right time. Let's also VR with this one out for offside.
I don't think there's an offside. Yeah, let's see the call. Let's see. No, there's no offside.
No offside. No offside.
No offside. Wow.
Yeah.
They actually freed him there.
Yeah, they freed him. They didn't. Nobody was checking his one, and there was nothing the goalkeeper could do. Right?
Siso with the cross there, and Ibrahim Eldal with the finishing for the Egyptians in this encounter. And that is the equalizing goal. 2 goals already in this encounter in the 88th minute. Late dramas. The first goal came in the 71st minute, and the Egyptians equalized in the 88th minute. A game for 70 minutes where we didn't get a goal.
We've got
into the dying embers. We got 2 goals already. Looks like we're setting ourselves for 30 more minutes of action in this encounter. Only if late dramas will happen again.
And that's one thing, when your talisman leaves the field, it left so much room that none of the teammates could fill in right there. And they've considered a goal. Now 1-1 looks more like maybe we'll be having another 10 minutes of additional time in this encounter.
Minutes will be added as additional time. You can see the frustration on the face of the Paraguay players, and you can still see NCC on the bench feeling frustrated and still in pains there. The players are not really believing that ball, they allowed that to go into the back of the net. The Egyptians are back on the pitch. The referee is also there. And we are waiting for the restart of the second half. Is there a VR check? No. That's goal stands.
The goal, even if there's a VR check, the goal will stand. So the match has restarted. 1-1, Egypt 1, Paraguay 1 as it stands. A quick reminder, Morocco qualified first for the semi-final by defeating US 4 goals to nil, and Spain defeated Japan 3-0. And now 98th minute of this one, Egypt 1, Paraguay 1, and there's still France and Argentina still coming up later on
tonight. And straight into that game, Egypt are starting to build from back there. Fired on the ball there. The O's onto the ball, comes inward for Egypt. What would he do? Sends the pass back and finds Ahmed Nabi Koka. And Koka, who is on the yellow cards, hold on to it and sends it back into Osam. And Osam coming forward for the Egyptians with the ball. It's 8 minutes additional time to be played at the end of the second half. Let's see if any of these two teams will be making good advantage of that additional time. Only time can tell.
Yeah, only time can tell right there. 8 minutes is a lot of time to actually take a game of football. Will they maximize it? The guys on the field of play are the ones to answer that question right there. First minute of additional time already, still 1-1. The Egyptians are trying to take the game to the Paraguayans. Obviously, the Paraguayans will be disappointed.
Yeah, they'll actually be disappointed in themselves, allowing that. And looking at it right from the first half, they've actually been, clean at defending, what's it called, area duels. They've been clean at it, and unfortunately, when it matters most, they actually flopped their lines to give the Egyptians that needed equalizer in this encounter. It's the first minute of 8 minutes played already. We have 7 more minutes to go for both teams to find the winner, important winner in this encounter. But it's Paraguay will be starting play from a throwing situation in this encounter.
Yeah, throwing. Paraguay will send this one long forward. But it seems every ball Paraguay has thrown forward, the Egyptians have won possession back. It's just as if since Enciso left the field, the attacking press just died a natural death right there. So the ball in contention right now. The Egyptians wins it. Nani with the ball will set it up for his teammate down the left, and it's still Egypt in possession. Abel dribbles one and wins a free kick for Egypt right there. So it's telling them to calm down the tempo of the game right there. And it seems at last the substitution of the coach paid off.
Yeah, it looked like the substitutions play paid off because those were attacking substitution for the ref from the manager. And one man who has really been in the thick of action for Egypt has to be Siso. A lot of crosses we've seen in this game, and at when it really matters most, we got a very good one that got Adel is needed go in the second half. Let's see if they will get in the second half because it look like they're choosing to still go through the part of that what's it called Ziso's wing to get more bodies or more crosses into the ball. It's still the Egyptian in possession of the ball now, looking more dangerously against these Paraguayans. Will they be getting the second goal as we go straight into the 12th minute of additional time? Lenny on the ball there. Holds onto the ball. What will he make? Sends a pass, short pass there. His teammates on the ball there. The Egyptians looking around the floor, flushing around the Paraguay's box there. Still Egypt in possession. Finally lost possession to the Paraguayans and hold on to the ball there. And still Paraguay in possession. What would they make out of this? Looking for their own goal in the second half. Egypt regain possession. And Nenny on the ball there. Tees up his teammate. Still Egypt in possession. Throws it back to Nenny. And Nenny with the ball there. Still returns with a fine lead on the ball there. Eid finds Siso. Siso with the ball there. All Siso makes sense it straight into the middle. And Nenny on the ball turns his man and sends the pass back to his teammate. And Paraguay's are back defending in their number. Osam on the ball there. Osam sends it back into the middle of the park. Still Egypt in possession. Finds Poka. Poka sends it straight into the end. Still forward into the field. Still Egypt. They're playing the better shot position. Trying to force the Paraguay's out to attack against them. The Paraguayans are not interested in that. They are not interested in defending this one.
Yeah, they're interested in defending this one. It is what it is. You just have to do what you have to do to get what you really desire right there. Defending like this is what they should have done when they were leading 1 goal to 0, not considering that time minutes goal. So the Paraguayans are attacking with the ball by the captain, who has 2 men on him and still won a throw-in that's the Perez who won that throw, not the captain right there. Look at it, trying to sell it to that defender, and then he reacted fast and swift right there. So throw into Paraguay at this point in time. So Leonardo Rivers takes that throw in fast, and Fabian right there will set it straight to Alan Nunes. Alan Nunes with the ball wins a throw-in. Flores wins a throw-in for Paraguay right there. It seems the Paraguayans brought in Flores this second half to come and at least beef up the right hand to do some dirty job for them right there. So Julian Enciso is out. Alexis Cantero is also out in this one. So Mustafa that came on this second half is holding his leg. It seems he got injured right there. Maybe he twisted his ankle or something.
Looks like he's in a big pain.
Yeah, it looks like he's in big pains right there. It looks.
We'll be able to continue this counter. You can still say the Paragon, some fans still giving their team lots the needed motivation to go into the dying embers of this game. Can they get that goal? Look at that teasing pass there, cross there, from Ziso to find the head of Adel, who buried that with Galito, not having a chance at that.
Yeah, not having any chance right there to save that one. Abel, Ibrahim Abel really did justice to that time right there. So 7th minute of additional time already. Wilder Vieira is also on a yellow card now, and it looks like the referee is not in the mood for any.
And to think that for the first 70 minutes of this game, we had no card already in this encounter. Only for the last 20 minutes to produce about 4 or 5 yellow cards already.
So it looks like Mustafa is back already team got down, but it would be like a big relief to the Egyptian coach because they thought they did. And you know, looking at it that we did not get out of the competition just like that. After talking a bit that Spain was also in there, so we're already in the last minute of regulation time of that encounter. Oh, if it stays like this, extra time, maybe penalty if the football team, I think if any of these teams couldn't win in open play, and then that will lead it to a penalty shootout straight. So last minute of additional time, we don't know if the referee will add to this one.
I will surely be adding because about 1 minute or 2 minutes was actually wasted by the players. So we'll be playing deep into the additional time. It's always a minimum of time, not maximum of time. So it's minimum of 8 minutes added, and we are straight into the 9th minute of the second half. And still Egypt coming all out. So I guess Omar Fayyad there, Fayyad on the ball there, finds out, tees up his teammate Osam with the ball, sends it straight to Koka. This left back for the Egyptians was being a bit fantastic in the second half, returns it back to Osam, and straight is still the Egyptians in possession. Should this game end 1-1? Extra time is going to loom ahead of us in the second half. We might be going straight for another 30 minutes of action before possibly penalty shootout in the second half. Still Egypt in possession, looking for that very late dramas in the second half.
We are looking for late dramas, and in football, late dramas do happen right there. And the Egyptians looked like they don't know what to do going forward. They just kept possession in their own half.
Oh, the Paraguayans are also not coming out against them.
Yeah, they're not coming out, but there is always a way to actually take the game to the opponent. And they are not taking the game to the Paraguay, just setting long balls now. So, game on in that encounter, and I'm beginning to think that the Egyptians are just lucky.
Yeah, that was against the run of play. That goal was against the run of play from the Egyptians. Just had to take lack of concentration from the Paraguayan sound defender because they never saw the run of Ibrahim Adel there. Unfortunately, he had to bury that chance. That was actually a good one from Ibrahim Adel to bring the Egyptians back into this one. Let's see if they'll be utilizing it and getting the late goal in the extra time. Should this game go straight into extra time?
So, we did go straight to extra time, or maybe there's a miracle that can happen right here, right now, at this point in time. So 1-1 it is. Egypt 1, Paraguay 1 as it stands.
Okay, Egypt 1, Paraguay 1 as it stands right now. The Egyptians are coming all out to attack against the Paraguayans to get a late goal in this one that will be rolled out for a throw in, and Egypt will start play from a throw, and the referee has had enough of that, and it's full time 1-1 between Egypt and Paraguay, and 30 minutes still looms ahead of us in this encounter. We'll be going straight into extra times in this one.
Yeah, going straight to extra time it is, and anytime from now I think play should restart. Not much time to be wasted. Shegun, for you, the second half looks more cagey until those goals started coming in.
It has really been a fair game between both Egypt and Paraguay in this one. It's almost same like with the first half. Like I said, it's going to take a slim lead for any of these two teams to actually get a victory in this one. Yeah. Unfortunately, there's not going to be a victor at the end of 90 minutes. We have to go straight into extra time and play 30 more extra time. We're still looking like we'll go into this extra time and still have a boring football without a goal.
The two teams look tacky and not really expressive. And the main expressive midfielder on the field of play got injured, and Siso, and made the game took another direction already. But you just have to give it to that cross. That cross was well timed, and Adel too was there to do justice to that. So this extra time, looking at it, Shegun, who do you see taking this one in extra time?
None of them. Funny enough, none of them. It's going to take a miracle against the run of play for any of them to get a victory. Probably we should be just setting our mind off for a possible penalty shootout.
Yeah,
one way or the other, we must have a winner in the second half.
Yeah, one way or the other. As Samba Tamina says, Allah Egypt.
Mm.
Yeah, celebrating Egypt right there. Well, let's hope that Egypt can actually make this one a good one for the team right there.
Okay, it's also the start of that game between the last game between France and Argentina. In that one, that game is 4 minutes into that account, and it's still 0-0 between France and Argentina under 23. The host nation going against their football rivals, the Argentine in this one. Though they are not rivals at under 23 stage, but the bad bloods of senior team can actually flow straight into the under 20s. So going straight to the French starting 11 in this one is Restes, the goalkeeper, who has been restored after resting in their last game, and is the back four of Kylian Sidila, Logbadi, Castillo, Lukeba, and Adra Truffet all back in the second time. Midfield trio of Enzo Miliot, Manu Kone, and Joris Chotard, while Michael Olise is the man who is being given the freedom to express every creativity for this French side. Jean-Philippe Matete and the captain Andre Alexandre Lacazette make up on the starting 11 for the French side, the host nation, while their opponent today is the Argentine, who has really the goalkeeper, a back four of Bruno Amione, Nicolas Otamendi, Marco de Casare, and Julian Garcia, making it the back four for Argentina in this one. Midfield four of Kelvin Zenon, Ezekiel Fernandez, Christian Medina, and Thiago. Christian Medina and Giuliano Simeone. While up front is Manchester City striker Julian Alvarez and Thiago Almada in this encounter. It's a big match between France and Argentina in that encounter. Is the French side who has broken the deadlock in that game. Took them 5 minutes for Jean-Philippe Mateta to get the first goal in that encounter. France currently lead against Argentina 1-0. And back to our game between Egypt and Paraguay. It ended 1-1 at full time, and both teams are still out there. The referees are back on the pitch for the start of the first half of extra time in that one.
Yeah, the extra time is about to kick off, and you heard it from Shego right there. The French team, that is presumed one of the favorites, leading Argentina 1-0 right there. And I would say, what's the live score? The live score currently is Egypt 1, Paraguay 1. You can see it on your screens. Egypt 1, Paraguay 1 as it stands right
France
now.
1, Argentina 1, and Argentina 0.
France 1, Argentina 0.
Currently. Oh, great goal! Almost immediately getting out the first goal in that game. They needed inspiration. They need going against the Argentine in that account, and back into that game between Egypt and Paraguay, where we are awaiting this restart of this encounter in extra time. The players are back on the pitch, and Nene, the captain of the Egyptians, on the pitch there. Adel on the pitch, the goal scorer, and we can see the Paraguayans who are back on the pitch without their talisman, Julio Enciso, who went out injured in the 78th minute of this game. Let's see which of this team will be getting late dramas between Egypt and Paraguay.
Yeah, which of those teams will do the needful? Will get all this. We get the third semi-final ticket that is up for grabs in this encounter. So Egypt will start the game first half of extra time right there at that stage right there. It's game on in that encounter. Egypt now playing from left to right, while Paraguay is playing from right to left right there. And still a game that is balanced so far. So far so good for the Egyptians. They've gotten a goal for all the goals they've missed so far. We saw it on the other screen, France taking on Argentina, and Javier Mascherano,
two former teammates are the managers.
Yeah, the managers.
Javier Mascherano for Argentina and Thierry Henry for.
And it looks like they faced themselves in the Premier League.
Yeah, they faced themselves up in the Premier League. A lot of time, when Mascherano was with.
And they were also teammates.
Teammates at Barcelona.
Barcelona, right there. Wow. So football has its way
that should have
of
been
rewriting
history.
history. Yeah, look at that.
Wow, that was a last touch
Proper
save there,
clearance.
proper clearance there.
Yeah.
From the Paraguayan defender there. That was another threat from the Egyptians. Looks like at the start of every encounter, every game, the Egyptians are always coming out to attack. There, chance there, but that header won't go straight at goal there, and it's off target, and it's going to be a goal kick to Paraguay.
Yeah,
there's a second minute of 15 minutes to be played in the first half of extra time.
But the number 5 is down, rolling on the floor and holding his right leg. Maybe fighting for a penalty.
I think he felt awkwardly on his feet.
On his ankle. Yeah, maybe. Or maybe he's just trying to get a penalty for his team.
I don't think there's a penalty there. Let's see.
Yeah,
is VR approaching the referee?
Yeah,
let's see what happened there.
The referee already.
Oh, there's a VR check on that. Let's see if there was any touch between a Paraguayan player and Osama, the defender there. Let's see that again. He crossed into the box.
Oh,
he fell awkwardly. There was no touch on him there. Let's see it again. Oh, he fell awkwardly there. Or there was a touch on air.
Yes.
On air?
I think no, not on air. I think on the ground. When he landed. Oh, no touch. I don't think there was a touch.
I don't know why he's. I guess so. The players and the referee still waiting for VR confirmation to know if there was a touch on him, or stamp on the player there, the Egyptian player. Talking about the number 5, Osam, the defender for the Egyptians, still on the floor there. We have about 2 minutes already be wasted in that moment in this encounter. Still 1-1 between Egypt and Paraguay, while it's France who are leading 1-0 in that encounter. The referee has been called to the monitor to have a view of what really happened. Is it to the monitor or back to the pitch?
I think he's still talking to the VR official, and it looks like Osam is still on the ground. Oh, he wants to go and see
to the monitor to have a view of what really happened in that Paraguay box.
And most likely when they call them to the monitor,
I don't really understand where that stamp was coming from. Let's see. Let's have a view of it again.
I think it was when he landed, when he made an attempt on that ball and landed. See, yeah.
See it again.
Yeah.
But there was no touch. How is this? Oh, no. Is it one? A pull, and the referee is coming back to the pitch after his decision, and he'll be making his decision out clear to everybody after the VR. What is the decision from the referee? He's saying it. Let's see what he say. And he says penalty. Wow.
Wow.
Wow. No, not penalty. Not a penalty.
I think it's a free kick.
Is it a free kick?
I don't
know. Free kick or what? We are waiting on the referee's decision. Is it going to be a goal kick? He's back on his pitch. He's back on his feet. I don't think there was any touch there. He just wasted all the time there because footballers.
Yeah, goal kick.
He should be getting a yellow card for that. Because that was unneeded. There was no touch on him. That was what I was saying there. Yeah. It has to be a goal kick already. Because I don't really know how a minimal touch on air would have been a penalty. I don't look at how much minutes he has wasted.
Yeah, 5 minutes.
Massaging the floor. Only for you to stand back on the street to play. Just have to look at footballers and think of the heaven they'll be going to. It has to be different from the heaven everybody are going to go to. France with a chance there, but straight into the hands of the goalkeeper there. And they won't be able to threaten the Argentina in that angle. It's going to be a goal kick to Argentina in that encounter between Argentina and France in a game where France currently leads 1-0. And back in our focal match there is the Paraguayans who are coming all out after that scare from Osam, who was trying to win a penalty from no penalty angle. We have straight into the 6th minute of 15 minutes to be played in the first half. It's still 1-1 between France and Paraguay. We've not really seen much of action. Egypt and Paraguay. We've not really seen much of action in this extra time.
Yeah, we've not seen much of action based on that VAR check. And one thing about this competition, I think they need to work on the timing of the VAR check. It takes too long to just confirm something that should have been confirmed very fast. And a long ball forward by the Paraguayan, but Hamza comes out and take this one easily, and he will take his time to set it up for Osam, the guy that was on the ground rolling on the floor as if maybe his leg had the fracture right there. But hey, immediately the referee said there was no penalty, he automatically received strength.
I think Edoni needs to leave us now. You look at what he has brought into this Egyptian side.
Maybe a Crystal Palace.
Yes, and you actually look at him and feel like yes, he has a lot to offer if he's starting for a proper team.
Yeah, he has a lot to offer right there. You can't take that away from him. It's just that the level Arsenal wants, they wanted a higher level. That was why he started sitting on the bench. A long pass to the, and now I think he's going on a free transfer.
Yeah, he should be living on the free transfer.
So it will be in his favor right there. And I hope you stumble on that news that Gallagher has been frozen out of the first
he
team.
rejected Chelsea offer twice. I don't really know why he's rejecting. He's going straight into the last year of his contract. Probably he's interested in running down the deal and leave on a free transfer. But a player like Gallagher, who has offered a lot to Chelsea for the last 2 seasons, I think they should have found a mutual agreement or a mutual point in their deliberations.
Yeah, but at the same time, a Chelsea that has invested a lot in Gallagher won't want to lose him on a free. And they already have an agreement in principle with Atletico, 40 million.
And if before that 40 million, there was a club record deal for Aston Villa, which Chelsea agreed with Aston Villa for Gallagher, but he rejected that in June, that he was not interested in moving to Aston Villa. And now Chelsea had to take a pay cut in agreeing a 35 to 40 million pounds move for him to Atletico Madrid, and it's still wasting a lot of time on that. But it's still early days in that deal. We still have a lot of days to go in the transfer window, so let's see what the decision will be on Conor Gallagher. We gave it all for Chelsea last season. Yes, Egypt coming all out against Paraguay, looking for that first goal, but they won't be getting that chance. And also in that game, we can see the Argentines flocking around the box of the French side, but France clears off their line. The French are playing in their own traditional attire, the all blue attire. That's one of the reasons why they are called the Le Blues of France in this account, and why the Argentine are playing in their home attire, the stripes of white and blue, sky blue in this account. Let's see who's going to get hold of this bragging rights, or will be the last team to get into the semi-final. Will it be France or Argentina? The last time the Argentines won these Olympics has to be that impressive one in 2008. Yeah, that was the Lionel Messi time against the under 23, the Samson Siasia led under 23 that had a lot of fantastic players for Nigeria, but he couldn't get it over the Argentines. Had to take a one goal cushion from Angel Di Maria in that one. I can't forget that game. Angel Di Maria against Fanseki. Oh, I almost cried that early hours of that day. And back into this game, it's Paraguay who will be breaking out against Egypt in this moment here. As we approach the 10th minute of the first half, first 15 minutes will be played in the first half of extra time. And there's another Egyptian player rolling on the floor. He should be back on the speed. Paraguay, both of them on the floor there. They have a Paraguay player and an Egyptian player there on the floor.
Look at that tackle.
Oh.
And that was the hash tackle.
That should be a yellow card.
Yeah, he already got the yellow card. Ahmed Atef right there. And that's another chance for France. But Argentina survived that one again.
Okay, the cards are really flying in this encounter as we get straight into the 10th minute of that game between Paraguay and Egypt. I think Osam needs to be careful. Oh, that's the yellow card here. That's the yellow card that went straight into the hands of the Paraguay's number 13 there, Marcelo Perez.
Number 18.
18, yeah, the striker there, Marcelo Perez, going straight into the books of the referee at the 100th minute. We are 4 minutes away from the end of first half. And looking at how much minute has been wasted off ball in this encounter, it looks like both teams are actually tired. They are just interested in wasting the whole 30 minutes and playing penalties.
Yeah, for me, when it comes to Olympics, I think you should be going straight to penalties. There's no. It's just it's playing for the medals. Why do they have to go for it to extra
Well,
time?
I think the
As far
football
as
rules.
I'm
Football rules
concerned.
is still football rules.
Copa America is straight to penalties. There are competitions that the part of it is, yes, there's football, there's still competition rules. So you can just make your competition. Look at Carling Cup, Carabao Cup, sorry. So you can make it, since it's just an Olympic Games, and it's just for the medal right there. So corner kick to Paraguay as it stands right there. 12th minute of the 15-minute extra time, headed out by that Egyptian, headed back in,
Oh,
and headed out again. But hey, the referee says there was an infringement on the Egyptian right there, and it's going to be a free kick to Egypt at this point in time.
all right, straight into the 102nd minute. That's 12 minutes of first half of extra time played in that encounter between Egypt and Paraguay. Still 1-1. Still no goal in the first half of extra time, just as there was no goal in the first half of the regulation time. And yes, France with another chance there. We're trying to beat the goalkeeper. But this time around, Lacazette will be getting the second goal for France as Argentina breaks out against the French in this one. Back into our focal match, which is the Egypt against Paraguay game.
And one thing after that face of Enzo Mata, France, Argentina, this will be like a revenge mission.
And also, I was saying that thank God that Enzo Fernandez didn't go to this Olympics, because
Yeah.
I can't really. I don't
But
know.
if he had gone to this Olympics, he wouldn't be celebrating.
Yeah.
He would have been with the team,
Yeah.
Olympic team, and not celebrating with the
No,
other
he wanted
guy.
to go from the what's it called, from the
Copa America.
Copa America.
And what I'm saying is, it was during the celebration. He would have immediately they won. He would have took off to join up with the Olympic
with the
team
Olympics.
rather than celebrating. Right there. So
Okay, one
most
man that-
likely he won't be caught up with those dramas.
Two
right
men
there.
that were at the Copa America, Medina and Nicolas Otamendi, are currently also playing for the Argentina under-23 national team. Don't forget, yes, you can have up 3 over 8 players in the national team at the Olympics, and that is the advantage that the Argentines has really taken, bringing Nicolas Otamendi as the 104th minute in this encounter. It's still 1-1 between Egypt and Paraguay.
Yeah, still 1-1 between Egypt and Paraguay as it stands. Will a goal come up in this extra time, or will it be going straight to penalties right now? Only time will tell. So game on here and there, and looking at the way it is, Egyptians and the Paraguayans, apart from the African affiliation, looking at the all-round play on the field of play, which of those teams do you think will be a better view in this semi-finals?
Egypt and Paraguay.
Yes.
Egypt should have been a better side, because when you look at this Paraguay side, without Enciso, they've lacked creativity in that midfield. The attacking awareness hasn't really been there from the Paraguayans since losing Julio Enciso. But when you look at the Egyptians, yes, they've been compact against them. They've been able to, go all out and hold on to the ball. If not for those chances missed by Osama and Faisal during the regulation time, I think we won't be coming into this extra time. Should the Egypt add a striker like Diego Gomez up front.
Yeah, so one standout player so far for Paraguay has been Diogo Gomez, who has been captain fantastic today. And the other guy has been Enciso, who is been out injured right there. So game on in that encounter. Still 1-1 at this point in time. And the game is looking like we are going to be heading to a penalty shootout at the end of the day.
Into the 115th minute and additional time already in the first half in that game between Egypt and Paraguay. We're going straight into additional time.
4 minutes.
4 minutes additional time. Yes, that's to be the 4 minutes wasted.
Yeah, for VR.
For during the VR check, unnecessary VR check there. Back in play there is the Egyptians there, and that is a Fayad coming forward there for Egypt. That pass was an overheated one. and that will roll out for a goal kick to Paraguay in the
And that guy
100th
chasing that ball, that's just pure inexperience. You burning your energy on a pass that you know that you can't
it's
get
like
to.
both teams to me are not even interested in playing any game of football in this extra time. You
Yeah.
just roll down the clock. Because that's when you look at the action, the
Yeah,
not really seeing lightning actions from either of the Egyptian or the Paraguayans in this extra time. Is a straight late or deep into extra time in this one as we are approaching the second minute to 4 minutes additional time. The beautiful ball played at the Olympics. Egypt won and Paraguay won. This is the first game going straight into extra time. At the 2024 Paris Olympics, yes, still Egypt in possession. Paraguay lost possession to Egypt, and Egypt trying to break through the lines there, but Paraguay clears the lines and won't be allowing that. So threatening them at the back is going to be a throw-in to the Egyptians in the second minute of additional time.
Yeah, throwing it is to the Egyptians. Egyptians being the ones trying to take the game to the Paraguayans, and the Paraguayans just won a throw-in at this point in time. So Paraguay will restart play right now, and look at the fans enjoying every bit of it, not taking it to heart more than the way it should. And I think if it was just football competition, you will see the emotions begin to flare and no matter the team that wins this competition, it will just be one gold medal count for their team on the medal.
I heard you're not in the studio when the doc was saying it during the last game. We were in the studio. It was like it shouldn't just be a gold, just one medal count for these players. It should be a all of the team, getting 12 gold. Or,
all the players get the medal,
but as a team, as a country, is just one medal, for all these games. Play. You have to play about 7 games, 3 in the group stage, 1 in the quarterfinal, 1 in the semi-final, 6 games. At the end of the day, you get yourself one medal. That is the beauty of the game of football. Yes, France with a chance for a second goal there, but that's will be going to the back of the net. Good block there from Nicolas Otamendi to stop Truffet from threatening with that pass. I missed Truffet in the last game, I guess, because he was rested in that game. These are the kind of crosses you get from Truffet, and you know that yes, this guy is a fantastic left back. One for the future. Looks like he learns very well from Theo Hernandez.
Yeah, he learned very well. You see how he's been attacking the spaces ahead of him, those pocket space, the way he has gone into those challenges. And when you look at that game against that Guinea game, you saw the attacking prowess and also the defensive solidity.
What a chance there for France. Kone couldn't put that in the back of the net. He's asking for an armball there, but the referee is not having the check on that. Only goal which differentiate both teams is that goal from Crystal Palace striker Jean-Philippe Mateta, the 27 years old striker, one of the over-aged player for the French side. Is the only goal differentiating both teams, and it's his former teammate there, Michael Olise, will be playing straight with Bayern Munich next season, who sends a cross into the box. Well, there was no header from the French team there to get on the end of that. Still a cross from the French side, but Argentina clears the lines and they'll attack against France in this situation. And yes, Argentina coming out there. Medina on the ball there. What will he make out of this? Hold on to the ball, sends it straight into the middle, still holds on to it. And the French are back defending in their numbers, and that attack has been caught in that moment.
And it's halftime, extra time at the game between Egypt and Paraguay. Half-time extra time it is, and second half extra time we kick off.
Really an empty first half extra time in that account.
Honestly, it looks like the clock could be fast forward and just know what's going on right there. So Argentina are in possession of the ball, looking for a way back into this one. I think that early goal caught them on our way.
Yeah, it caught them on our way because both teams were still, trying to settle down into the game, and that is one of the reasons why I love, you starting with an experienced striker in the game. Lacazette and Mateta starting up front against this young Argentine backline is really going to be a big problem. But they have the experience of Nicolas Otamendi, to fall back to in the defense line. Remember when Nigeria went to the Olympics? Also, the last time we won. The last time we were the male team, that was the last time the male team were even at the Olympics. That is the 2012 one where we got a bronze medal. We had to have what's it called in defense? William Truss Ekong marshalling the centre back for Nigeria.
Then Mikel
in the middle of the park. A lot of experienced players who came into that counter for to help the super. Oh wow.
And talking about it, Nigeria has not been bad in the Olympics. One gold medal, one silver, one bronze.
Okay,
really not
good.
that
Yeah, we are
bad.
still the best when it comes to Africa medal hopeful at the
Yeah,
Olympics. And you just have to look at it that
in football.
well, yes, in football, yes.
Okay.
It has to just be NFF and the managers. They just get the mediocrity. You know, they bring.
You know, it's so funny that you are beginning to use this word, like, because you are always very optimistic, but now you are beginning to use this word.
The likes of Ladan Boso, you're bringing what's it called? What's the manager they got us for the other 23? You are preparing for an important.
Unduka, I think it's Unduka that took the last one.
Unduka was under 17.
Under 17 last one.
Unduka is still a good coach for under 17.
You can imagine them giving a Super Eagles Pesero. You know, Pesero, and Pesero left, you replace him with Finidi.
Wow.
You know, we don't want to open that book of lamentation. You can join us.
Not dead, but let's just talk about
Talk Sport 7 p.m. every Fridays, and you get a lot of, and that was a good opportunity.
Talk Sport, you get good lamentations of NFF. Don't worry. I guess we start off second half in that game between Paraguay and Egypt. We have 15 more minutes to play in that encounter. And 15 more minutes before going straight into penalties. One thing is certain and one thing is sure about this encounter. There will surely be a winner. We'll be moving straight into the semi-finals. Game has restarted and Paraguay will kick-started the second half and sending straight into the fence there. And this time around they'll be playing from left to right, while Egypt will be playing from the right of our screen on this one. Let's see if one of these two teams will be getting a goal. The game which is lighting up right now is this game between France and Argentina. Argentina currently attacking, looking for that equalizer against the host nation France in this moment. Wow, great chance there, but easily cut out there by the French defenders. Yeah,
French attacking right now, trying to take the game to Argentina, but they went out for a throw-in to Argentina right there. But restart of play right there in that encounter.
Okay, back in play in this one is still Argentina. Okay, going straight into the game between Egypt and Paraguay. Still 1-1 in that encounter. Okay, we'll
so the Paraguay attacking right there, and lost that one, and the Paraguayan we tried to attack again, still lost possession to the Egyptians, and the Egyptians attacking right now. Can they maximize it? Oh, that was a very harsh challenge.
The tackles are coming in, just flying from left right. That's Adel who got the fair share of his own fair share of that challenge. He held on to the ball too much, but that player won't be. Oh, that's Lucana there. You'll be letting him get
went
it
past
outside.
him. So free kick to Egypt, second minute of the second half extra time already. And as far as this competition is concerned, I think Michael Olise should be having a shout for the player of the tournament.
There's a chance for Egypt, but that's and out. It's going to go out for a corner kick. Big save here from Gatito Fernandez, the Paraguayan goalkeeper.
Wow, that was a full stretch
from him there.
But it was going out
there with another threat.
But it was going out.
That will have gone out for a
goal kick.
there.
Yeah.
Cizo will be standing on this corner kick duties for Egypt. But there's a great chance for them to get the second goal in this encounter. It's 108 minutes already, and straight into the box there. Paraguay clears the lines, but Egypt still gets that on the box there. It crosses into the box, but the Paraguayans are still clearing their lines, and Paraguay will gain possession. They'll be eating Egypt on the counter there. Here's 3 against 2. Drop the pass. And yeah, might just be a chance, but looks like an overheated pass there. But still Paraguay in possession. It crosses into the box there. Tries to tee up his teammates, but Egypt clears their lines there.
Yeah, clears their lines is what it is. It looks like this game is taking a shape for penalty shootout as it stands right now, because it's still Egypt 1, Paraguay 1. Paraguay was almost costing them with that victory, but at the death, I think 88th minute or 89th minute, Egypt got that equalizer. And the other match, Mateta The goal scorer is now on a yellow card right there. Look at
Oh,
Mateta.
unable.
Oh, I don't think that's intentional. Oh, just wanted to
The
shield
footballer, there's
himself.
no even shield. So
That's
you're
a yellow
sending it, you're
card.
sending it
If
like
it
that.
was intentional, it's a red
Yeah,
card. That's what I'm trying to say. It's because it's not intentional. That's why it's
I
a
don't trust
yellow card.
footballers.
So, throwing to Paraguay at the fifth minute of the second half extra
Time
time
is fast
right there.
taking it straight into the 110th minutes of football action in that game between Egypt under 23 and Paraguay under 23. As just one goal apiece. One goal for Egypt scored by Ibrahim Adel in the 88th minute, and a goal for Paraguay scored by Diego Gomez, the captain, in the 71st minute of that encounter. Those are the two goals alone we've seen in this encounter. While we await the play to continue, another Egypt player is currently rolling on the floor.
Yeah, rolling on the floor is what Zizou is doing right here. It looks like it won't be able to continue. I think fatigue is beginning to set in for these guys. Running from the first minute up to this time. So,
Will he be able to continue like this?
I don't think. Oh,
He's a footballer. We saw Usam also do something like that. At the end of the day, he was able to continue. Well, it looks like he won't be able to continue because we can see Egypt preparing another substitution.
And he's saying he didn't want to go out.
And the number 13 there, Karim LBs, will be brought into this game by the manager there, Rodrigo Mikale. Will be sending in the number 13 there, like I called him there. Yeah, Karim into this account. Will he be Siso? Will be replaced? Should he be replaced in this game? He'll be highly missed by the Egyptians.
Let's just see what Karim too will bring to the table. If Karim can actually do some good job going forward, maybe it won't be too missed.
The substitution number 14 being replaced, and the number 13 will be coming in shortly in this encounter. We've seen up 6 minutes of action already in this encounter. We have about 9 more minutes to go in this game. 9 more minutes for both teams to find that winner in this encounter. We'll go straight to sudden death, the penalty shootouts.
Yeah, it might be going to sudden death. Penalty shootout on the menu. And Argentina has a good chance.
That's
oh! And Argentina just lost a golden chance at the ball over the bar. Look at that fast chance.
Just nod that into the back. Look at that. A free header. How on earth?
How on earth did he not? Oh, it will. I think it will be a right back. Because I don't think it's a fault. Look at the way it know that. It was it stopped.
That was like a free goal.
And that's what I'm saying. He didn't know how to head the ball. When you see a player head the ball like this, you know that he didn't. Really disappointing.
What was that? What's that?
That was really disappointing, honestly. So, 7th minute of second half extra time. Still 8 minutes to go in this one. Status quo still remain. Egypt 1, Paraguay 1 at this point in time. Also, France leading 1-0 at the 37th minute of that encounter. So it looks more like this game we are going to be seeing a penalty shootout.
Yeah, it's already building up and shaping up for a penalty shootout, but you don't have to take anything away from both teams. We can see one of the game go from either of these two teams when you at least expect. I think maybe having one of them scoring a goal, but all things being equal, looking at it straight into the 113th minute, 7 more minutes to go at extra time. I think both teams are already shaping up their mind for penalty shootouts.
Yeah, I think most likely penalties might be what we decide this one right there. So the Paraguayans back in possession of the ball, trying to send the long ball forward, but cleared by that Egyptian player right there. So back to the Paraguayans trying to attack, gets a swift 1-2 down the right, and still ball in contention. Oh, that was a foul, and it will be a free kick to Paraguay at this point in time. Nunes fouled by Karim, who just came in into this encounter. Look at the double chef. It was like trying to go through a rock. And the Argentines have a good chance again to come back into this one, but hey, they wasted that one again. Lacazette is down holding his waist right there. Maybe there was a collision. Oh, that was a foot to his back, a knee to his back right there.
I guess 105 minutes, 15 minutes into that game between Paraguay and Egypt. To cross into the box, a powerful header there. But that's going to be threatening the goalkeeper. As the big man number 5 there, Jesus. Oh, not Jesus. The big man number 5 getting the head on that. And Gilberto Flores couldn't direct his header across goal. As that's sails off wide on the goalpost of Hamza, the Egyptian goalkeeper in that moment. It's still 1-1 between Egypt and Paraguay.
Yeah, it's still 1-1 between Egypt and Paraguay. You can see the French fans celebrating, making so much noise.
Okay, so Paraguay attacking right now against Egypt. And the wayward shots there, but that's unthreatening the goalkeeper. Okay, back in play there is Paraguay with a chance from a corner kick situation here against Egypt. What will they make out of this? And you can see Hamza commanding his defense line to defend very well against the Egyptians, against the Paraguayans, not to get another sudden goal in this counter. But as you can see, that is the corner kick taken there. And that header was cleared there by the Egyptians, was straight into the white bodies or the white jerseys of the Paraguayans. And the referee had enough of that and says there was an infringement in that situation. Is that an infringement or an offside call?
I think it's an offside call. I think it's an offside call. The referee pointing the line right there. So it's going to be a free kick to Egypt at this point in time. So looks like it's a game that is bound for penalty shootout as it stands right now.
Yeah, 106 minutes already into this game. 4 more minutes to go at the end of
116.
116 minutes. Yeah, that's 16 minutes of action already. And it looks like we'll be heading straight into penalties because both teams are really finding it hard to break each other at the back in this one.
Yeah, both teams are really finding it hard to break the defense of one another right there, and the Egyptian midfielder gets that one back, and they will try to attack with it. The Paraguayan player is still down, and a long ball, a long switch towards the right hand side of the attack for the Egyptians, blocked by that Paraguayan.
And flying
yeah.
Right now.
The tackles were left and center.
Left to right center. We're just getting a lot of tackles in this one. I just hope it won't end up being we having a red card in situation in this game. Ooh. This is not karate. This is not judo.
What? Who is this?
Like seriously?
Oh wow. That is going for that kind of tackle, my goodness.
The last time I saw that was something like that was in UFC.
The mixed martial art right there. So 118th minute it is, 2 minutes more in regulation time, and it's still Egypt 1, Paraguay 1 as it is right now. It's been a long night of football for these two teams. The players are tired, looking so tired, just giving it their all. Maybe luck will shine on them. So it's Egypt that's back in possession, try dribbles pass, and they sets a pass forward, and it's Egypt attacking now. Oh, the pass was deflected by that Paraguayan player right there, and Egypt still with the ball, but lose possession to the Paraguayan player who set the pass forward, but was blocked by the Egyptian right there. But there's an infringement against Atif, who is already on a yellow card for the Egyptians right there.
Okay, wait to check. It's 2 more minutes to go as we're straight into the 119th minute. 1 more minute to go into penalty shootout in that game between Egypt and Paraguay. Both team has 1 minute of break to play in regulation time before additional time to see if they can salvage a victory. Late dramas in this encounter. That is what we live for in a game of football. But still, Paraguay, who are currently in possession, lost possession is going to be a throw in 119 minutes of football played already. We're getting close to 2 hours of football.
Yeah, we're getting close to 2 hours of football already. Ball headed out by that Egyptian player right there. And possession in contention. You can't really say this is the dominant team in this.
Yeah. But it has really been 50-50 game between both Paraguay and Egypt. I think any of the two teams actually deserves to go straight into the semi-final of this competition.
Yeah, the teams they deserve to go straight into this. But the ball possessions is 57 to Egypt, 43% to Paraguay. And I think
that's still fair.
That's still fair. That's really fair. Looking at the way the Egyptians has been taking the game to the Paraguayans, but the Paraguayans has more goal attempts than the Egyptians right there. So it's actually understandable as it stands. So the Paraguayans last minute already, 2 minutes additional time, I think, for that injury right there. So most likely we'll be seeing a penalty in this one. Still ball possession in contention. Wow. The Paraguayans now in possession of the ball, switched to the right hand side of the attack, but was dispossessed by the Egyptians, who set it pass down the left, and Abel will attack with this one. And we set it straight to Karim right there, and the Egyptians with any possession of the ball right now, and still game on in that encounter. Let's see if any of these teams can get a goal at least in this 2 minutes additional time.
Right, right, straight going deep into the first minute of additional time. 9 seconds straight into the end of the first minute and going straight into the second minute of additional time. Still 1-1 between Egypt and Paraguay. Let's wait and see if there'll be late dramas. We are straight into the second minute of additional time. And yes, Paraguay will be breaking out against the Egyptians. Here's a chance for Paraguay to get a late goal in this encounter and save themselves of going straight into sudden death. And that is going to be a dangerous free kick. Giveaway. Unnecessary giveaway there from the Egyptians.
Unnecessary foul. They should ask the Super Falcons. That unnecessary
foul. It's your friend. Osim. Number 5 again there.
Same. Yeah, considering unnecessary foul. Right? They could have just shielded him out of the box, but this one, I know the Paraguayans will want to maximize this opportunity.
Yeah, let's see if they can make good use of this opportunity. What a way to end this encounter. Should they be scaring from here? Is there a big man there, number 8, standing on that ball? Marcelo, if I'm not mistaken, there. Yeah. Standing on that ball for Paraguay.
Gomez right there.
Yeah.
Marcos,
yes.
Gomez.
No, number 8.
Yes.
Marcos Gomez. No, okay. The number 8 is Diego Gomez. Yes, the goal scorer and the captain. Standing on that free kick for Paraguay. Will this be his second goal? What will Hamza do? Will he be able? Oh, but that sails off wide, way off target. I think that should be the end of this encounter.
Yeah, that's the end of the full time. And full time. So it's good. No, regulation time and extra time. Then going straight to penalties. Right there.
We knew this game was going to go to penalties right from the first minute.
Yeah, it looks more like it.
Okay, now it all depends on Hamza and Getato Fernandez to send either of their team. Will be needing their individual prowess in now in the penalty shootout for either of Egypt and Paraguay to gain passage to the semi-finals of the Olympics.
Yeah, they will need their goalkeepers to be in top shape to actually get this done and dusted right there. So, and regulation time, extra time, still 1-1 nothing separate the two teams. Penalty must separate them. Because
Yeah,
today,
penalty must separate
one
them.
of these teams must go to the semi-final
Yeah.
and one must go back home. It's something that must happen right there. So you can see Hamza, all eyes on him, and all eyes on Gatito Fernandez too.
You can see that issue between Mateta and the goalkeeper. He doesn't want to hand on him there. Bad blood. Okay. We'll be going straight into penalties. Waiting for the confirmation, waiting for the players to get on the pitch in that encounter between Egypt and Paraguay. The goalkeeper there, we can see them on our screens, and we can see each of them, the managers talking to the players. And let's see what we'll be having. Who will be winning this? Hamza smiling, believing in himself, and also the Paraguay goalkeeper there, Getito Fernandez, will also be coming into this one, having really being inspired. And we can see the captain, Diego Gomez, and also the captain of the Egyptians there, Mohamed El Nani, both having a word with the referee as we toss straight for the penalty shootout.
Yeah. So penalty shootout, we will see right here in this stadium. Start the Velodrome, the home ground of Olympique de Marseille right there. So the referee is talking to the two captains right now, and I think decides to take the penalty from, and who will take first. It's been settled right there. So who will get this one and take this one home straight to the semi-finals right here. And once you get to the semi-final, you have a tendency of taking something, if not for the final bronze medal match. So I think they will fancy their chances also.
Okay, let's say we can see the players back on the pitch there, having final words before going to face the sudden death called penalties.
Yeah, penalties. You can see the coach addressing the players, addressing them so passionately right there. And
a lot of dramas in that game. I think that's to be that bad blood right from the Argentines, the French side have been looking for that moment to have their own part of the flesh, their own pound of the flesh, and finally the meal has been presented right at their home turf, at their comfort zone. They are ready to eat out the Argentines in this one. Okay, the players are back on the pitch in that game between Egypt and Paraguay. Straight to penalties. Both players are filing out on the pitch, praying to God Almighty, who is the God of soccer, going to favor tonight. Will it be Egypt or will it be Paraguay?
Yeah, will it be Egypt? Will it be Paraguay? No matter what it is, one of these two teams will go home and one will proceed into the semi-finals today or tonight, actually. So, it's about time we will take the first penalty. The referee talking to the two goalkeepers, Hamza and then Fernandez. So the referee having a word with them. And when referees have words like this, they won't be so merciful afterwards.
Yeah, and Paraguay will be taking the first kick, and it's their captain, Diego, will be leading right there. Diego Gomez will be the first penalty taker in this encounter, and he'll be leading like a captain from the spot. He was the goal scorer in this encounter. Can he get it? Is he? Yeah, it looks like, is that him?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
he'll be the one to take the penalty for Paraguay in this moment. Let's see if he'll be getting a goal across the goalkeeper Hamza against Diego Gomez.
Yeah, Hamza against Diego Gomez, right there. Hey, takes it and he scores.
It scores. That is the first goal from the penalty, and it's Diego Gomez scoring from the penalty spot there for Paraguay. It's advantage Paraguay right now. Goes to the middle of the post and got his goal. And it's
but that
Paraguay.
Penalty he took is very risky.
It's a risky one, but the center is always the best place to put your penalty because the goalkeeper always dive.
Not always.
70 out of 100.
You
Goal
can say
dive.
70 out of 100. But some goalkeepers like Matt, do you remember that Europa League game, Kepa, against what's that team? Eintracht Frankfurt,
Yeah,
I think.
he stood in the
He
middle.
stood in the middle
And
and it was a very important penalty. So some goalkeeper will not
Okay,
dive.
right now is Ahmed Koka going straight against Gatito Fernandez for a chance to equal this and sends it deep
that was
into
a
the back of the
beautiful
net. Beautiful penalty from the left back, Ahmed Koka, to level the matters in this encounter. 1-1 penalty, 1-1 at the penalty shootout. Both teams have successfully scored their first penalty takes in this encounter. Egypt 1, Paraguay 1 from the penalty shootouts.
Yeah, Ayano Koji Kiyo says, which team do you think will win the penalty, Shegun?
Did you put my name there?
I'm the one that added Shegun.
Okay, I think I should go straight to Egypt.
Maybe.
Let's just Paraguay taking their second penalty in this encounter. Let's see where we're sending this. Amza standing there. Paraguay is trying to take the second one. Time is run. And let's see. And it's missed that. Amza with a big block to that. And it's Paraguay who has lost their second penalty in the shootout.
Yeah.
And it's currently 1-1. Paraguay has lost the penalty already in this encounter. And it's the number 18 who you have expected to score, Marcelo Perez, another striker. I'm coming up.
You just have to give it
penalty.
to Hamza.
Yeah, you have to give it to Hamza.
He read it well.
He read the movement very well. He has a chance for Egypt to go ahead in this encounter. It looks like Neni will be the man to take the second penalty. Yes, I can see him on my screen. Is Neni spotting the jersey number 17 and going straight against Gatito Fernandez. Will this be a chance for Neni to set Egypt on the path of a semi-final? Or will he also be losing just the same way Marcelo Perez has lost his own and scores? Sends Gatito the wrong way. Now Egypt lead to Paraguay 1, and both teams have played 2-2 penalties from the spots.
Yeah, 2-2 penalties from the spots. 3-3 to go. Will Egypt lose another one?
Will Paraguay lose another one?
Will Paraguay lose another one, or will Egypt lose too? In the other round still to come.
A chance for Hamza to also show his powers again, stopping another Paraguay penalty. It's the third penalty for Paraguay. Will they be sending this into the back of the net? And it's that man there who spotting the jersey number 10, Wydad Vieira, going straight against Hamza for the third Paraguay penalty. Hamza standing comfortably in his box. There's he was sent the wrong way this time around. Wydad to get this scoreline into 2-2.
Look at that young girl.
And that's the third penalty from Paraguay in this encounter. And they've scored 2 and lost 1 already.
Yeah, scored 2 and lost 1 already. Well, oh my goodness. Penalty is always pressure.
And that is Egypt coming up for the third penalty in this encounter. They are yet to lose from the 2. This is a chance for them to go 3 up against Paraguay. And we can see the manager there, Rogero Macali, praying to God Almighty. Gatito also praying to God Almighty as he goes ahead against the Egyptian number 13 in this penalty shoot. That's Karim El-Biz going straight against going straight against Tito. He came in for Siso in the 111th minute. What will Karim make out of this on his setting his run? A chance for him to go is a left footer going straight against Fernandez. Fernandez started big in the goalpost and sends him the wrong way. And it's Egypt 3, Paraguay 2.
Yeah, Egypt 3, Paraguay 2 as it stands. 2 penalties to go each. And will Egypt convert all their 5 penalties? They've converted 3 so far. Well, let's see. Only time will tell. So up next is the Paraguay that will be taking this one, and the referee, I think, saying 1 or 2 things to him. Position the ball very well where it should be. Some of the things that you can make them avoid with taking the penalties, and he stands next to it and he runs to the ball and he takes it. Sends Hamza the wrong way.
Yes, Paraguay was scored. They're third out of 4 penalties already. And they'll be waiting, they'll be praying. The goalkeeper, Gatito Fernandez, comes to their rescue. Beautiful penalty there. Sends Hamza the wrong way. It's another middle ball, center ball to the center there. And it's a Paraguay was tee up at 3-3 at penalties right now. A chance for for Egypt, sorry, to score the fourth of 5 penalties. Let's see if they'll be putting this into the back of the net. And yeah, he's that big man, Sam Abdul Magid, going against Gatito Fernandez. Can he right every wrong he had done in this game by scoring from the spot? Only time will tell. Let's see. A chance for him as turns his run, move back and looks deep into the eyes of Gatito. What will Osem do? Osem actually runs straight at goal with this beat. Yes, beautiful penalty from Osem to send Egyptian fans into partial white jubilation out of pitch.
Yeah, so the Egyptians are just one penalty away, converting one penalty away from winning this one and going straight into the semi-finals. You can see that also on this. Let's see if you can. Yeah, Prophet Shegun has said
he's saving this. Okay, as well, the fifth penalty for Paraguay, and it's Fabian Barbuena will be coming forward for the Paraguayans to pick this. And it's Barbuena going against Hamza Allah in this moment.
And the center back like he will convert it. Yeah.
Sends him the wrong way.
Confidence on his
confidence there is a big defender, one of the experienced players for Paraguay. And talking about Fabian Barbuena, he sends Hamza the wrong way in that moment, and he has been one fantastic player for Paraguay in this encounter.
So the fifth penalty taker for Egypt approach the penalty.
He's 32 years old, plays for Dynamo Moscow.
Dynamo Moscow. Right there. So the fifth penalty taker, I think this is Edel.
Yeah.
The equalizer. That scored the equalizer.
Yeah, it's a chance for Edel to win it from the spot for Ibrahim Edel.
He looks scared.
And a chance for him to win it from the spot for Egypt. Goes up against Gatito Fernandez. Will this be a goal? Will he lose it? Well, he sends it into the back of the net. And Africa finally has two representatives in the semi-finals of the Paris 2024 Olympics. From coming back late in this game, in the 88th minute, they scored the equalizer. And from behind, they've won this game in penalty shootout.
Yeah.
What a way for the young pharaohs of Egypt.
Yeah, what a way. Calm down. You heard it right there. Egypt just won the penalty shootout. As Prophet Shegun had prophesied right there. And it came to pass right there. So, Shegun, your final take on the game.
Great game of football, though. At a beater, I think both teams were actually, trying to be conservative against each other. That's why we couldn't get a lot of goals. Well, that would have been a big save for Gatito there. We couldn't get his hand on that. By the end of the day, congratulations to Egypt. Congratulations to Morocco. Congratulations to what's the third game? Spain. We'll say will be the last team joining in the semi-final. But there's a chance that we'll be having one or two African representatives in the final. But we'll still be in the studio during the Euros, during the Olympics, so see down to the final. So our viewers can always trust us to be in the studio to give them analysis and commentaries. But it has been a fantastic game, no doubt.
Yeah, it has been a fantastic game. So Shegun, thank you for joining us. And to the viewers, thank you for staying till the end. We appreciate your effort and we appreciate your viewing time, spending your time with us here at the Premier Sports Fan Center. Join us tomorrow evening for another piece of offering. I still remain Afolana DM Joseph. Till we come your way again. Good night and God bless you. And don't forget, you can only fail if you stop trying. Keep trying until your dream becomes a reality that you can touch and you can feel. Good night.